Giants.
I'm a pretty bad kid.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Ref the District. I'm Nathan Perry. Stoner's there shaking his head, telling me either this is not the microphone. Now he's saying it's the microphone. That here we are for the Washington Commanders versus the Denver Broncos. Going to be starting here at 4:25 Eastern. You'll see a blank spot right now. Trev is not going to be able to join us during the full game broadcast. He says that he might be able to hop in during halftime, so we'll appreciate seeing him. But we do have a surprise guest, and I'm telling you, it's a fiery one. So we'll get more onto that topic here, but we do want to get to this game, and we have lots of people already in the chat just fired up for here. Nathan Floor, Nicole Williams, Michael unable to join us for the full feature length as he's celebrating his dad's birthday. Happy birthday to Michael's dad here from Ref the District. Daniel TJ also in the house. Pete Dub as well. We appreciate everybody jumping in and watching with us here. The Denver Broncos right now are favorites for this game. Little home field advantage type favorite, though, Stoner. So only the 3 points there. What do you make of that?
Well, see, these are two pretty evenly matched teams, especially offensively. We really don't expect a whole lot from either of them. And then, as we all know, at least betting-wise, that the home team usually gets a 3-point advantage. And if it's a 3.5 point line right now, then you're really basically it's a 50-50. It's a toss-up. So that's probably the way it should be. And that's probably the way we expect the game's going to go down.
Yeah, it should be pretty good there. TJ nailing it, by the way. The fiery is EP. This woman, we'll get back to the game. This woman nearly got herself kicked out of a high school football game on Friday.
Can you give the lowdown on it, like what happened and how she almost got kicked out?
So our Garber Wolverines were not doing so well. She disagreed with a few calls from the referees. And yes, see, if you might have heard that, she's like, a few. Yeah. And so she got up and started yelling. And even the Garber crowd was kind of like, we don't know this woman. She's a little out of pocket right now. But yeah, a lot of fun. She'll be there. She's just trying to grab a quality camera for herself to join the broadcast here. She will be joining us, but there are some inactives for Washington. Stoner, who's not going to be playing today for the Washington Commanders?
Well, for Washington, and I'm going to bring this up here. Give me 1 second on this because I wasn't quite ready because I'm watching these early games. A lot of great endings to these early games. Yes. So it's a lot of fun to watch, but some early season favorites like Cincinnati, also Cincinnati's 0-2. The Chargers just lost. Well, actually, I don't think they lost because Tennessee kicked a field goal in overtime, and I don't think I can show the screen properly. It's not set up properly, but so the Chargers have a chance to either tie it or win it in overtime, but they're down 27-24. They could fall to 0-2. But here are the inactives. Sorry, I couldn't show it to you. But for Denver, it's safety JL Skinner, cornerback Riley Moss, outside linebacker Frank Clark. That's a big one for them. Frank Clark is a game wrecker in the middle. He's listed as an outside linebacker, but he's basically an edge. And center Alex Forsythe and defensive end Elijah Garcia those are the inactives for Denver. For Washington, Quan Martin is inactive, but we knew that was going to be the case because Quan is dealing with a concussion. But it's not so bad that they're going to put him on IR for a minimum of 4 games. KJ Henry is inactive this week. He was not inactive last week, but with the return of Chase Young, that that opened up where he needed to be moved to the inactives. And then the next 3 were all inactive last week as well, which were Trent Scott, a swing tackle, Chris Paul, a swing guard, and Curtis Hodges, who's basically the 4th tight end on the team. So those are the inactives for each team. And EP in the his ow, trying to get her camera set up. Nathan's mic is not working. EP's mic is not working. Nobody's mic is working here. This is what happens when...
Oh, I'm muted. Sorry.
Okay, now EP's mic is working.
Yeah. She should be muted because she's going to be coming through my microphone. So there we go.
All right, so wait. So she's using your mic?
No, so the Rodecaster is her microphone. So she is using that. Otherwise, there would be feedback. So she's got her own microphone over there. We didn't really test this out because she literally got home from getting all her nails did and truck hunting and all this other stuff. But she wanted to join us here today, and we love having her on. Again, fiery
Absolutely.
Fan here for Washington.
You got to put the microphone up nice and close.
Well, it could be. I could just actually pump up the gain here so you can actually hear me a little bit better. Normally, I have it a little down because I get very loud and excited myself here. Washington Commanders facing against the Broncos today at Mile High. Stoner, you just gave us the inactives.
Yep.
For both teams there. The actives there, pretty important ones for both teams. Who do you think is going to have the bigger impact today out of those 2 surprise actives?
Well, I'll be honest. Active, of course, on Washington, the surprise, or not the surprise one, but the big one is Chase Young.
Mm-hmm.
Washington's defense last week was completely dominant without Chase Young. On the other side of the ball, you have the Broncos, who are bringing back wide receiver Jerry Jeudy, who is going to be active, and their offense struggled last week. So in that case, I think Jerry Jeudy is the bigger, more important active player between the two because he's going to help that struggling offense. Whereas Chase Young, yes, can he help this defense? Yes, but it's not struggling. So I think the bigger one is Jerry Jeudy.
Joseph, though, feeling a sack on Denver's first drive, even going that far. Not just a sack. I read the first part and I was just like, all right, yeah, I can agree with that. A Chase Young sack. I feel like that's probably something that we might see today. And then the first drive, though, that's pretty bold there coming from Joseph. EP, you've kind of sided with Stoner for a lot of this Chase Young drama. But you're a big Chase Young guy too. You love the way he looks. So
it's a general term. That's like calling you bro.
Yeah, just like our son calling her bra. But let's hear it from you, EP. What kind of impact does Chase Young have here today for the Commanders?
I don't think he's going to have a big one because I think he's going to play a little scared, like he did last year, where he came back and there wasn't any wow factor like he did his first year. So I don't expect much, honestly, out of him today. I think he's going to be nursing still his injury.
All right. Not as bullish on him as I am. I do feel like he's going to do pretty good here as I have EP adjust the microphone to be in front of her.
So strict.
So strict when it comes to
Well, it is live TV. Hello. You might want to get
pull on a Bill O'Reilly here. F it, we'll do it live as we make all these adjustments here for the game. Jerry Jeudy, you mentioned him being the kind of the active, and you're saying that he's going to have a bigger role for the Broncos than Chase Young will have for the Commanders. Jerry Jeudy is very good, and he is somebody who will help out Russell Wilson. Now, I will say this, Stoner, the offense last year for the Broncos, not very good, even with Wilson and Jerry Jeudy.
That's fair.
Jerry Jeudy coming back a little early from this hamstring injury, so I'm a little surprised that you think that he's going to have a big impact there. What makes you think that he's going to be 100%? If EP over here doesn't think Chase Young can come back from his injury, what makes you think that Jerry Jeudy can come back from that hamstring so quickly?
Well, I don't, but your question was who's the more important player to come back, and I thought Jerry Jeudy is the more important player. Whether or not he's healthy enough to make an impact or to have an impact on this game, that's another story. But in terms of a team that needs a certain player to perform well, that's Jerry Jeudy and for the Broncos, as opposed to Chase Young. I hope Chase Young just totally goes off, but we'll see.
Unleashes it here, like JG is saying, having a little bit of that pent up hostility and thinking he's going to get a sack. We talked about a bit with Chris Harris Jr. on Saturday about this game and how much it motivates a player who doesn't get picked up. And Chris Harris Jr. was telling us, like, not having his 5th-year option picked up, being in a contract year, like, he's going to be motivated to absolutely play his best. So I think Chase Young was disappointed not to be ready for last week.
Yeah.
And now he gets to play, and I think he's going to just go full throttle.
So what about the possibility of him wanting to go all out, him having the motivation, him being physically 100%? He even said his knee is not an issue, so let's not even talk about that. But let's just assume that he's physically 100%. But what about if he's just not good enough? What about if he's just not talented enough to have a major impact throughout the course of the year? I'm just throwing that part out there. I'm not saying he doesn't have the talent. I'm just saying, what if he doesn't?
So my thing with that, and EP, I want you to try to answer this as well here, because you said he doesn't. I mean, this is a guy, I get that he had a very disappointing second year in the league. We didn't really see him until the end of the 3rd season, where he was only in for a little bit. He did seem to have some big impact his first game, and it kind of got lesser as the year went on.
He had 5 tackles in 3 games, by the way.
Yes. Well,
5 total tackles.
Defensive end. So let's move forward here, where for EP,
no hits.
He was in for 4 snaps against the Browns in the preseason before leaving with that stinger. Right. If he can make an impact, which he did in that Browns game, he didn't wrap up Deshaun Watson because of the stinger, right? So how could he not have an impact in this game if he was able to have an impact in 4 snaps? He doesn't need a lot of snaps to have an impact.
No, he doesn't. But I feel like when he was playing his first year, he did really good. But I think a lot of it was because he was a rookie. Nobody knew how he played. I mean, they saw him in college. But then last year when he came back, he didn't wow us. He didn't do anything special. He didn't do anything new. So I think the other opposing teams kind of figured out his moves, or what he's good at, or what we thought he was good at. And I think it's the same thing. Even though he came out on the Browns and he played well, that's one game. I mean, I need to see it consistently like he was his first year. And I just don't think you're going to see that, because I think that they've all figured him out and he's just an average player.
Ooh, I mean,
damn.
I told you having EP on here is going to be some fire. She does not hold back with her kind of predictions and what she thinks about these players and the teams here.
Trev better watch out. He's gonna lose his spot.
This is a big swing from her, because like I said, she was all about Chase Young. And I think she's just one of these fans who gets kind of disenfranchised because he doesn't see the field. So it's hard to say he's going to be great when the last time you saw him be great was 3 seasons ago.
Right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it is. It's an eternity. So I can kind of understand that. Let's move off from Chase Young and let's talk about this one right here that Sam Cheesy is bringing in, which is the Howitzer. And let's get that Howell going here. Sam Howell. He's saying Sam Howell's going to have 4 touchdowns, 300 yards today. That would be something special. I want to talk, before we talk about predictions for him, let's talk about what happened last week. He got sacked 6 times. Now, Stoner, you and I looked at those 6 sacks, and we said only 2 of them were really on him.
Correct.
And those 2 were ones that he was kind of ran the ball and decided to keep it instead of tossing it away there. The offensive line was to blame for 2, and then kind of 2 scheme ones or individual player ones that we'll say happened on the other. Will Sam Howell improve that today, Stoner?
I think so. There's not a whole lot on the other side of the ball in terms of guys that you really have to game plan for Denver. They do have Randy Gregory, and they do have some younger guys with some potential. But this is not like you're going up against a Bosa or a Max Crosby or an Aaron Donald. They don't have that kind of player. Now, Frank Clark is a darn good player, but he's not active because he got hurt. So as long as they play decent enough. Now, last week, the dude, I've already forgotten his name for Arizona, the guy who was just abusing our tackles. He had 2 sacks, the fumble, the forced fumble, all that. He was a nobody until last week. So it's very possible that somebody could step up. But I think as he continues to get these reps and he continues to learn and sees things on film, we've already learned that, or we already know that he has learned from so many different things and made those adjustments. Hopefully he can do that as well. But I will say, Gardeck, that's the guy. I will say this has been his number one biggest flaw that he's had all the way back through college was taking unnecessary sacks. So he has to get that out of his game. And hopefully he does learn and gets it out of his game.
Yeah, a great Twitter thread that I had come across talked about that. And that's the reason why we really saw him go from a potential first rounder to a 5th rounder was how many unnecessary sacks he took in North Carolina his last year. A lot of people like to point to, the missing talent that North Carolina had, but there's still things he could do as a quarterback to not put his team in bad position.
Absolutely.
EEP on Sam Howell today. What are you expecting? Because I know this is another just player that she's not 100% pleased. She's not a howler.
How can you not be a Chase Young guy, not be a howler, but just be so in love with Jarrett Patterson?
I can't say his name for fear of putting $1 in the jar there, but I'm just saying she had a lot of buzz. She was definitely a part of the hive.
Definitely was. Hey, by the way, Atlanta beat Green Bay, came way back to win that game. So Atlanta is Atlanta 2-0?
2-0,
right?
Atlanta, because I had a lot of players on my fantasy team.
From who?
Green Bay.
Well, as long as you didn't have their defense, you should be all right. They scored 24 points.
Yeah,
I haven't even checked.
So let's get to the Sam Howell here.
Sam Howell, sorry, you said what does he have to do?
What can we expect from him today against Denver, do you think?
Yeah.
I think he needs to have less turnovers. He needs to have better passes. Some of those passes last week were really high. I think that's it for me. I don't need another Carson Wentz or Taylor Heineke.
She said it. Oh my goodness. She actually admit it.
If he is supposed to be this great quarterback, our new franchise quarterback, then I need him to prove that to me. Yeah. I don't need missed throws and interceptions. We can't have that. We don't have enough talent on our offense to do that.
Not enough talent on the offense. That's a big one.
Line.
The offensive line,
yes.
Yeah. The offensive line lacks some talent. Definitely some quality playmakers there. Terry McLaurin headlining the wide receivers, although Jahan Dotson probably set for a big day because he's probably not going to have to line up against Pat Surtain 90% of his snaps. So that will probably help him in a lot of regards. I know I'm hoping for a big day from him, although I think I have him on my bench actually.
Who you got Dotson on your bench?
I might have him on my
that's a blasphemy
bench. So
where against me
starting. Yeah, I have Brian Robinson starting, so I hope a big day. I am rocking the Clinton Portis jersey today, as both he and Champ Bailey will be present for this game to be honored by the Broncos. So I figured I'd share. I wore the Champ Bailey jersey last week. Gonna wear the Clinton Portis one. Yeah, he's on my bench, unfortunately, and no room to swap him in, as all my players have pretty much gone besides Brian Robinson in the New Orleans defense. I am going up against you, Stoner, and it's not looking,
how's it going?
Looking good. Not looking good.
All I do is win at fantasy.
Do not watch or listen or like look at your
no, he knows.
I don't.
He wants to hear it from me, and it doesn't help that I have Swift and Addison from Thursday night on my bench. So that
beautiful.
Yeah, that did not go my way, but we're not here to talk necessarily fantasy.
All
We're
I
here
do
to
is
talk
win.
about the Commanders and Broncos. I'm certainly not going to be talking fantasy because I'm losing to Stoner this week. EP, I'm not sure how she's doing, but she did spend like $140 on 3 players. So she
on my future husband, second husband, I guess, Travis Kelce.
Hey, here's a question. I'll ask you later. It's a fantasy related question about that league. I'll ask you later because nobody wants to hear it. Although I'm just dominating in fantasy like always.
Let's get back to the game here. Who do you think is going to be the X factor for this game for Washington to be able to take home the W? We're going to start with you, Stoner, and we'll go to EP here.
Yeah, I think
you're not.
You went first last time.
Oh, okay.
With the Sam Howell stuff.
Sorry.
Jahan Dotson. You already mentioned it. Jahan Dotson is the X factor for Washington because hopefully I'd like it if Surtain went everywhere Terry went so that you've always got Jahan Dotson.
Sure.
So I'm going to go with Dotson, and then on the other side, Judy. We talked about him when we first came on. Jerry Judy is an X factor for them. They didn't have him last week, and their offense struggled with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. So I think him being back at least gives a threat. So I'm going to go Jerry Judy on the other side.
All right. How about you, EP? Who are the X factors here as Washington set to take on Denver?
I think our X factor today needs to be probably our defense. Our defense needs to be able to stop them because they are really good at the running game. I'm not really familiar. Sorry, don't come at me with Bronco people because I don't really care about them. So
I love that. I love that attitude. It's the other team. We don't care about them.
Yeah, not our team, not our problem. We do have
not my monkey, not my circus.
We have a little familiarity with them thanks to the our Believe in Broncos team or the Let's Ride team from Believe and kind of getting some insight. They are big believers in Jerry Judy as Stoner mentioned, being kind of the X factor. It really is. If it's not Jerry Judy, it's going to be Russell Wilson. Do we see prime Russell Wilson today? He was very efficient last week, but his yards per attempt way down. He's going to be dinking and dunking. So will this defensive line, like EP talked about, get after him? Are Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne going to be able to crunch the middle and allow Sweat and Chase Young to eat? So Russell Wilson will be my X factor for them, where we're going to see that. And then on offense, I called it, or on Washington side, I do have a short out there saying Jahan Dotson. But since you picked him, I'm going to go with Logan Thomas for this team. And EP doesn't like Logan Thomas.
No.
And I've called him decidedly mediocre. The thing with Logan Thomas, though, is he had the opportunities last week, but he dropped so many passes. He's going to have opportunities again this week. Will he make use of those, or will he continue dropping those passes?
Do you want that answer?
EP's going to tell us.
We'll go ahead and drop those
passes. EP does not like Dotson. We are set here. I got Chase Young on my screen, already taking in the oxygen. They are in high elevation here. So the players are definitely not going to be accustomed to it. We'll get the kickoff. Washington set to receive here. It is available in Spanish if you're listening to it on the TV, but we appreciate you jumping in here and listening with us. It is not available in Spanish here on Ref the District because I can't speak Spanish.
Oh, I can. You want me to do it in Spanish?
Let's not.
Challenge accepted.
Vámonos!
That didn't look like was that was 24 Antonio Gibson back there. I'd only seen I was like, is Antonio Gibson not returning kicks today?
He kicked it through the uprights. They should have got a point for that, right?
I'm a firm believer in that. I know it's a random silly rule.
It is.
But if you could kick it through the uprights during a kickoff, I think you should just get points.
All
They
right.
still get to take it at the 25, but you should get points for it. It'd be a fun thing to do. Sam Howell is going to start this off for the Commanders in shotgun. Logan Thomas in motion. Brian Robinson back there going to take this one up through the center. Only makes it about 2 yards before being pushed back there. There's Harris for the Denver defense getting in on the tackle. Looks like a bug is on the screen for the video, the camera there for the broadcast. I love the burgundy tops, by the way.
Burgundy tops, white pants.
It is
Looks
so
good.
sharp. I love that combination here. I actually love the all burgundy. Sam Howell still in shotgun. Brian Robinson to his left. Going to fake it to him. Going to be a bubble screen out there to Jahan Dotson, who does not go anywhere with this one. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Not a good start.
Not a great start.
So a run that got you about 2 yards, and then a screen pass to Dotson that loses a yard. Not so great, like you said. Not such a great start. Brings up the 3rd and 9 for Sam's first ever road start.
Yeah, this continues to this alarming trend that Washington is just not good at the screen game. I don't understand it. Jahan Dotson motions, trying to give any kind of insight to what this is going to look like. Sam Howell keeps this ball, throws it. That's going to be first down for Jahan Dotson.
Nice play.
Washington, first down.
First down.
First down.
Nice protection for Sam on that. Charles Leno initially got moved back,
thrown back,
but kept his leverage there and gave Sam enough time to find Dotson wide open, and he delivered a strike.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the ball coming out of Sam Howell's hand. It just looks so good, doesn't it? It gets to where it needs to be. You got trips down at the bottom. It's going to be a quick pass out to Terry McLaurin, though, who's going to fight his way to the sideline for a short gain.
You like that?
Yeah,
I like that. It's about 4 yards? Yep. Get Terry involved. Get him on some short plays. Got 5 yards. You do that every time, you score a touchdown.
Yep.
So I absolutely love plays like that. Quick plays.
It gets Terry involved, and it gets Terry involved. That was Pat Surtain on that side. So you get kind of a completion against the best corner that Denver has to throw at you. Sam Howell in shotgun. Brian Robinson back there. He's going to leak out. This is going to be a screen. You got Sadiq Charles with the next.
Get past him. They go up. They go.
Himself forward, and this is another Washington first down.
Nice play by Robinson to get past the one guy he had to get past, and he did. Like you said, a good block by Sadiq Charles out on the edge for a big gain for Washington.
Yeah, look at this block by Sadiq. He was all the way in front of them there, and he just has to. Ryan Robinson has to get past 91, outrunning him pretty easily. Washington getting a first down. So it looked like it was about to be a 3 and out, and now we're 2 first downs here. Sam Howell going to fake this one to Gibson, looking to pass. Lets this one go. That's going to be Bates, who snuck out there. Must have listed himself as eligible, as offensive tackles are not allowed to catch the pass unless they're listed as eligible. Of course.
By the way, another great play by Cosme on that one, where he initially lost his leverage to the defensive lineman, but didn't give up on the play and created a nice block that again gave Sam time to find his open receiver, and Bates was open. Nice 6-yard gain.
For all the worry we had with the offensive line, they have been doing fairly well, even with 6 sacks. You know, they actually graded out fairly decent last week. It is empty backfield here. Sam Howell looking to pass, throws this one.
What was that?
It looks like it might have gotten knocked down at the line of scrimmage there. This is one of those things that people worry about when it comes to Sam Howell. He's only 6 foot tall, like maybe 6'1", right?
Yep.
So not very tall. He's going to have a few of these passes batted down the line. It is funny to me, a 6'1" quarterback, right, is short, but a 6'2" quarterback is kind of the start of an ideal quarterback height.
Right.
1 inch makes the difference there. Get him some
3rd and 4.
Logan Thomas in motion. Looks like Gibson is back there with Howell. Howell looking to his left. Howell's going to take a sack from behind here.
That, my friends, that's on Sam. We're going to go back and we're going to look at that, and we're going to see that he got out of the pocket, which was the right thing to do, but then he stood there like a statue and did not realize somebody was coming behind him. Luckily, he did not lose the ball. So at least on the sack, he held on to the ball.
Yeah, everyone was covered, but
he's got to either keep going, or he's got to throw that away, or he's got to run to try and get the first down. But so a promising drive is halted, and now Joey Sly comes in for a field goal attempt.
This is going to be why this one wouldn't have been good from 20 yards. It was so far.
That wasn't even close. Yo,
no.
If they took the goalposts and moved them to the right, a full length of a goalpost, it still would have missed.
Yep.
Yeah,
unbelievable. That was not
like I said, that kick wouldn't have been good from 20 yards, let alone from where they were kicking there. Washington unable to put up points here on their first drive, which I'm told, Stoner, that's not the world's worst thing, right? If they would have driven down, scored themselves a touchdown, you would have been concerned.
Yeah, I would have been concerned. It's not good when a team goes right down the field and scores on the first possession, because usually they don't do that again until late in the game.
That's certainly his theory here. Since we're at a little bit of a break here, I'm going to tell you about Don't Sleep Energy. If you're finding yourself a little drained because you've already watched 4 hours of football and your team's now getting to play, and you've already kind of spent up all your exuberant cheering on your fantasy team, you're going to need yourself some Don't Sleep Energy. Head out don'tsleepenergy.com. Use the code DISTRICT. Get yourself 10% off your entire order. It's the official energy drink of Ref the District. You'll hear more from them at the quarter break, though.
A lot of people, Nathan, are saying that it was a bad snap, and went back, rewound it to look at it, and you can't see the snap on the TV view. I don't know if anybody saw something different, but yeah, I don't know if that indeed was a bad snap, but everybody
is in the chat telling us bad snap there.
Cheeseman.
Yeah, Cheeseman has changed up his snap this year. So remember, Washington moved up to take him and took him one or two picks ahead of some very good offensive linemen.
Yeah.
So a lot of people not too happy with that. Cheeseman doing fairly well his first couple seasons. This year, he's decided to change how he snaps the ball, and we've seen a lot of issues with that. Why can't he just go back to his previous snap if that was working?
I don't know. That seems to be the question everybody's asked. They asked Ron about it in the press conference last week of what seems to be going on, and Ron is just like, I don't know, we got to take a look at it, something to that effect. There's no right answer. It could be the yips. He could be having the yips on these, because his punt snaps are fine. It's his field goal / extra point snaps that seem to be off. But if anybody saw it, let us know exactly what
Russell
happened.
Wilson here is going to take this one, throws this one out to the side. Does get him away, but that's Cam Curl throwing Judy out after a first down reception.
Already, Judy is
already
maker, right?
Yeah, getting as much as we love Cam Curl, Jerry Judy on Cam Curl is going to be a little bit of a mismatch.
Oh yeah.
So Jerry Judy getting his first catch and involved very early here, getting a first down as well for Denver. Ball is at the 50-yard line. We got some motion for Denver. It's going to be a pitch out to the left-hand side. There is a little bit of a hole there. We'll see if we can see some laundry and have this one come back. Nope. This is going to be another first down run for Denver. So Washington has had this bend, don't break type defense even through preseason. We've seen that where they get marched down on, but then hold firm. We'll see if they can make a difference here or change that up against Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. Cody Barton switching things up for the defense. Deron Payne right over the center here. Russell Wilson has back to his left.
That's
Yeah.
sack, I think.
It's going to be backed up and backed
Yes.
down. James Smith-Williams getting the sack there. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen just crunching that middle
Sack.
and forced Russell Wilson to have to squeeze up, and James Smith-Williams coming around the end and catching him.
Good coverage sack. Nobody open. Russell kept looking. Finally, he stepped up, and James Smith-Williams was there to take him down. Not Chase Young, by the way.
James Smith-Williams in there. Not a Chase Young sighting just yet.
Yep, still no Chase.
Montez Sweat there over on the side as we get another run play. This one is going to squeeze up the center for a gain of about 8 yards. That's Williams. Not the Williams who scored so many touchdowns last year.
No, it's not. It's a different one. Chase Young is in there now.
Chase Young going to be going up against that left tackle for Denver.
That was an 8-yard run. So they've had two rushes for about 25 yards, I think. Man.
This is your first round defense right there as you got Jamin Davis, Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and Montez Sweat. Let's see what they can do here.
Come on.
It is going to be a quarterback keeper out to the right-hand side. We've got one blocker to get, and Wilson is going to scramble himself up for a first down. Stoner, you told me he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, he can't, but he just did. He just doesn't do it as effectively as he used to. But, when you get the entire offense going in one direction, except for Russell and a tight end, I mean, there's nobody out there to be able to stop him.
Looked like Montez Sweat jumped in there, bit the fake, and so did Kendall Fuller.
Forgot to set the edge, Montez.
Able to block there or take him out of bounds. This is going to be a quick handoff here. Little jet sweep. Forbes showing his toughness. This
Casey Toohill.
I've seen him kind of get in there. EP, what do you think about Emmanuel Forbes, the rookie cornerback for Washington?
I really like him, and I hope that we keep him and dump Fuller.
Man, Fuller catching a stray.
Eventually.
2nd and 2 here. Clock still ticking down. 6:30 here in the first quarter.
From about the 6-yard line. By the way, Toohill was running the opposite direction of the ball. He, again, didn't set the edge. Maybe that's something that Denver saw on tape, that Washington was crashing in so hard that they're starting to go outside a little bit.
We already got a timeout. Forces me to actually pick up my phone and get to the deal there. Denver taking a timeout. Not sure what they were thinking they were going to see there as time was ticking down, and I don't think they were set. They've got a short distance to go here for the first down, but then they also can get a first down without having to score. So lots of opportunities there.
I think they just got the play in a little bit slow, and by the time they got to the line, they only had 3 seconds on the play clock, so they went ahead and called timeout.
They're actually running the ball too, unlike us.
They're running it.
Running the ball, yeah.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm going to keep the stats up. So
here we go. 2nd and 2. Entire playbook is open to you.
Bless you.
All right, come on, defense.
Under center, a little fullback action here as the ball is going to get tossed out to the left here. Defense unable to get there, and it is a touchdown for Denver, assuming there's no flag, which doesn't look like it the way that they can continue celebrating.
Cody Barton on that play did what Cody Barton does. He attacked a hole, but he attacked the wrong hole. He went right past the ball. Watch Cody Barton on this replay. Look, they're even highlighting.
Even going to highlight it, yeah.
Watch him recognize, let me attack this hole. Oh.
Just get blown up.
Sure, he got blocked, but come on, Cody Barton. That's your job. Oh, Cody Barton.
Kick is up. Kick is through the uprights. Denver on top of Washington, 7-0. That was their first drive, Stoner. You promised me.
No. First drive of the game, not each team's first drive of the game.
Okay.
The first drive of the game.
First drive.
Yeah. Although I think it'll probably hold true. I bet you in this game, by the time they get to the fourth quarter, the Broncos will not have more than 13 points.
Ooh, spicy.
They won't get now. The fourth quarter, those are always crapshoots because you're just, if you're behind, you're just doing whatever it takes and running all kinds of craziness. But I think you're going to see a little bit of difference. Washington is going to have to make adjustments to running the ball. That's the biggest thing stopping the run. Because the Broncos ran the ball that time 2, 3, 4, 5 times for 38, 46, 51 yards. 5 rushes for 51 yards for Denver on that drive. They had 1 pass play for 10 yards to Judy.
Yep, their first play was a 10-yard pass to Jerry Jeudy, and then they just ran the ball from that point forward. Washington getting 1 sack in there, not enough to stop. We talked about it being a bend, don't break defense. That time they did break. EP, he says, Stoner says we're not going to see Denver score more than 13 points through 3 quarters. Do you think that's going to happen, or do you think this defense is going to continue having problems with the run game?
I hope we don't have a problem, but I think that we are having a problem. So I don't know. It's tough. We've only seen one
drive.
Thank you. I went blank there. But it looked bad. We didn't look like the defense we had last week. So we got to change something.
Yeah, and I think they will. I think they'll make some adjustments. I mean, Washington pretty much went right down the field on Denver as well. So the things that we thought coming into this game that these offenses were going to struggle, the offenses did not struggle for either team on their first drive. Sam Howell was 5 of 6 for 48 yards, but he had the 1 sack, of course, that derailed that drive. And they only ran the ball 1 time for 2 yards. And, of course, Denver just ran the ball every time except for once. So it was different philosophies as well for each offense. Washington says we're going to come out throwing it. Denver says we're going to come out running it. Both were successful. But, of course, Denver leads 7-0 because Washington missed the field goal.
So you mentioned Washington throwing the ball. This was something we saw from them yesterday as this kick is away.
Or last week.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was
getting ready to talk about how this kick was going to go out of bounds. Didn't go through the upright, by the way. That was underneath the upright.
Little short. He's terrible. Can't even do the uprights. What's wrong with
We saw this last week from Eric Bieniemy. Pass.
Yeah.
Are we going to finally run the ball?
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope so. RTDB. Run the damn ball.
Yeah. Daniel saying there for us here as Bates is in motion. Brian Robinson in the backfield. Brian Robinson's not going to get this one. Now it's going to go out to the side, but gets this one to his man, Diami Brown there, staying upright. That's on Pat Surtain, by the way.
Yeah.
So I made the mistake earlier. Terry McLaurin was not being covered by Pat Surtain.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to 2023, Diami Brown. He's in stat book.
Look at that. He's already got half the catches we did all last year.
I think he had 5.
Yeah, he had 5.
Yeah, he's got 20% of his catches from last year already. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, I do expect some bigger things from here. Bates goes in motion right on the line here. It is going to be a delayed handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to pick up the first down for Washington. That is a Washington first down.
You got to do the nose thing too, EP.
He's got to do the nose thing.
I think that's so goofy.
There's got to be punishment if she won't do the.
Yeah, I got to move my mic up so I can actually do the first down thing without having to go up or over the microphone.
Like you're picking your nose.
All right.
You got to see it. You got to see Tress Way do it and everybody. Come on.
One time I did it EP, and it went up my
has to-
nose, and I got the biggest boogie. It was
De'Ami
great.
Brown in motion. This is going to be a fake handoff to Robinson. This is go to De'Ami Brown. Again on Pat Surtain.
Wow.
They are not afraid to throw it at Surtain.
They are definitely not afraid to throw at him. That's
Have you
twice.
noticed the last 2 plays, though, that Sam looks very robotic? Like, he doesn't look fluid like he was last game.
Interesting. Let's keep an eye on
He
that.
does. Like, he looks like he's doing like a cheerleader move when he passes.
So maybe he's like he's so focused on his footwork and all that.
Oh, shut up.
No,
That's Curtis Samuel in motion. That is going to be a handoff to
See?
Brian Robinson, who's patient and then pushes forward
Yes.
for a Washington.
Come on, EP.
No.
First down.
First down. Come on, EP.
No. You guys are weird.
I'm going to make her have to break out some of those old cheers here.
No.
Washington picking up another first down, doing it on the ground. You're
All right, so
here.
So this seems to be throw it to De'Ami, run Brian. Throw it to De'Ami, run Brian. That's what the last 4 plays. They're already at midfield.
I haven't even seen Curtis in. Have you?
Sarah McLaurin at slot there.
Oh,
We
that's
do
them.
have-
That's
yeah.
them.
That's
That's
them.
them.
That should be 5 yards for
Encroachment.
Washington.
He caused the offensive lineman to move. You
Yeah.
see him. They're all putting their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
They're talking about it.
They're talking about it. I don't know why they're talking about it. It was absolutely the defensive player jumping in that made.
Yes, sir.
There we go. 5 yards for Washington here. We'll give the
First and
applause for
5. I like it.
that. Yeah, good call. Good call. Sadiq
Nice job,
Charles,
Sadiq.
making sure that was not on him there. 1st and 5 now for Washington. You see.
Oh, by the way,
Crowder there by the coach, wanting to get some time in, prove that he's still there. Jahan Dotson motions out into the slot. Terry McLaurin at the top of your screen there. Sam Howell's going to look his way. Easy
go.
pass and catch.
Yeah.
That one was on Mathis, and Terry McLaurin's got a Washington. First down.
EP first down. Let's go. I like it. This
All
is
day.
what
That's
they
gonna
should
be
be
there
doing.
all day. Yep.
Yes. Quick passes, quick outs. It's going to be there all day. Always is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gus Bus talking about the patience of B-Rob on that short down run. He did. He waited till that got settled and then pushed forward for a first down. Sam Howell's going to fake it to Robinson. He's going to have to move up in the pocket.
Jesus
Sam
Lord.
Howell's got to get it away.
He did.
I'm not sure. It looks like they're going to call
He's
him
already
down
down.
here.
In the grasp.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. I don't
Sam
know. They
Howell
haven't
did eventually chuck it. They are going to call this one 2nd and 10. So it looks like
so far.
Sam Howell was able to get this one away as we take a game break for Arizona, up 7-0 on the Giants.
14-0.
14-0
Wow.
now. How bad are the Giants? How great does that feel? So 2nd and 10 for Washington. They did say he was able to stay upright and get that away.
Good job.
Sam Howell, empty backfield,
Throw
looking
it.
down the center, gets
Nice.
this one away to
that
Logan
Logan?
Oh
Thomas.
my God, he caught it.
That's a Washington first down.
First down.
He knows how to catch a ball. So pretty.
I told you, X factor here. If it's not Jahan Dotson, it's whether or not this man right here, Logan Thomas, he's going to be involved. So is he going to make the most of it? Interesting to see 2 receivers
Yeah.
there.
Somebody didn't run the right route. And since he threw to Logan, I'm going to say whoever that was. I don't know. Who that
Number
was.
3.
Yeah.
We had a change in numbers. You don't remember there's a change in numbers?
Hold on.
Brian Pringle changed
yeah.
to number 3.
Oh,
Sam Howell gets
geez.
tossed down
And his
here
helmet
as
came off.
Logan Thomas just
Wow.
got beat around the edge.
Stop calling these 7-step drops, EB. It
I thought you were about to yell at me.
was Charles Leno.
Yeah, Charles Little just gets beat around the edge. I don't mind the 7-step drop, but the pass protection's got to be there. We've seen the pass protection be there for sometimes. This time, Leno getting beat there. This is the first sack against Sam Howell now. Or sorry, second sack against Sam Howell. Moving it back, 2nd and 18. Sam Howell's going to get this one away. This one goes out of into Jahan, who goes out of bounds.
Just do
Bringing
that.
up a 3rd down. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Washington driving again for the second time. First drive ended up in a missed field goal.
Now they got a long 3rd down after that.
Yep.
After that play.
Yep, 3rd and 14. So only a gain of 4 there for Jahan Dotson. Not a whole lot of plays for 3rd and 14. Dami Brown going over to there on the left-hand side. Jahan Dotson's going to join him. Showing that 21's on man. They look like they might switch it off. Sam Howell is going to be looking for this pass. This is going to go up and almost intercepted by the linebacker. That's Jewel there, who was mentioned during our Saturday game preview with the Let's Ride team. They said these linebackers play very well, and Jewel almost bringing this one down. If Sam Howell's able to sneak this one over Jewel, which that was an excellent play by the linebacker, that's probably a first down as Jahan Dotson's right there. So we're going to have a Joey Sly attempt here. First one was missed at 49 yards.
If he misses this, he might
44-yarder
at halftime.
This one's going to be up. This one's away, and this one is through the uprights.
There you go.
For a Washington score. 3
Hey, listen. 2 good drives for Washington's offense. They moved it down, but again, both drives have been stalled because of sacks. And Sam can't do that. Or the offensive line needs to be better. Or EB needs to not call those 7-step drops. I blame EB. You know the limitations of this line.
Yeah.
Stop calling 7-step drops. Period.
I'm putting that one on Charles Leno. You gotta be able to pull the guy.
Of course.
Both of those were him.
But you know it's Charles Leno. It's not Trent Williams over there.
Well, Charles Leno is a serviceable left tackle.
Scheme around it.
Sam Howell now sacked 8 times this season.
Yeah,
that's 8 insane. Times, and we're not even 5 quarters into the season.
He's 10 of 13 for 93 yards. So they've thrown 13 passes and 3 runs so far.
Not good.
We'll see what they have cooking here as Joey Sly is going to kick this off for the first time for Washington. Just a booming kick. See, that's a point. I'm telling you.
Or it might have been wide right. I mean, he kind of has.
Joey Sly kicking it through the uprights. So Denver's going to start at the 25-yard line. So, last week, they're showing that Russell Wilson was pressured on 16.7% of dropbacks. That was the lowest in the NFL, meaning this defensive line's got its work cut out for it. There's Samaje Perine sighting here.
All right. Here we go, defense.
Washington Redskin player. He is in at running back as Russell Wilson's under center. Russell
Blitz.
Get it.
Oh, deflected, but not able to get there. We do have a flag.
I think that's roughing the passer.
They're going to say that they got him up high.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see Wilson getting up. Yep, roughing the passer. 52,
Jamin Davis.
It was a great blitz call.
As he comes across. And, yep, they're just going to say that he got up high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't do that.
He totally – not only did he hit the helmet, he looked like he did that with intent to try to take off the helmet. Jamin Davis speeding his way to the quarterback on that one, unable to get there in time, though.
I like him, though.
She likes Jamin Davis.
I do.
Man, you just like those guys that nobody else can.
Stop.
Yeah. Here we go, under center after the penalty here.
He has potential.
In the back, I think Jamin Davis has some potential as a linebacker. But this one's going to handoff. This one's going to go deep as Russell Wilson is looking for a wide open Mims Jr. here for a touchdown.
Not good.
Denver. There's your 13 points, Stoner. Mims Jr. finding a hole in that defense.
A hole. A crater.
Wide open here as Defo goes with one. Yeah, so this is Percy Butler there, number 35.
Who's Butler looking at in the flat? There was nobody in the flat. Why was he so concerned about the flat?
Mims Jr. catching that one in for Broncos touchdown. Washington now down 14-3 here in the second quarter. No, actually, sorry, this is the first quarter. Oh, Lord Almighty.
No. What is going on? This is
Gus Bus doing some fiery words here. Del Rio is not a chess master D coordinator. He just does the bare minimum with a bunch of talent.
I disagree.
Think that he has a lot of talent. I will agree with that. I think that he has got a lot of talent and he is bolstered by the talent that he has. But I don't necessarily think he's a bad defensive coordinator.
I don't either. He's not a bad defensive coordinator. Listen, let's wait until the end of the game before we talk about firing defensive coordinators, or at least a few games in. He wasn't a bad defensive coordinator last week.
Nope.
No.
Or most of last year after the first couple of games. So bad play, either bad design by the defense or bad execution, whatever. Let's go. I don't even know what to say.
It's important here for Washington to score, right? They've got a missed field goal. And if they can't score on this drive and the defense can't get things figured out, this is going to quickly get away. And as much as EB's been having Sam Howell throw it, you're going to be forced to throw it if you're down 21-3.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. It's way early in the game.
It is way early. So
even if Washington doesn't score, it's fine. It's not going to be a big flaming disaster.
I said two parts there, Stoner. I said, they got to score because if the defense lets it up, it's not going to be good. If defense can hold, that's fine. But if they don't score, if Washington doesn't score, and Denver scores another touchdown, that's a big hole even in the second quarter.
Don't worry about this defense. Don't worry about this defense. Terrible first quarter. Terrible first quarter. Don't worry about the defense.
Tell us to worry about the offense. The offense does need to get things going here.
Leno has to get his head
It is important here. I love the Super Bowl nod here as Washington beat Denver 42-10. That was a game Washington fell behind early. Let's see if Sam Howell could have a second quarter the way that they did in that game. Doug Williams scoring relentlessly as this one goes up and out of bounds. No return here for Washington. With 12 seconds left to go, you're going to see at least one play here in the first quarter.
Didn't I have a dollar bet about kickoffs? Didn't I say something about there won't be a single kick return?
I think so.
I think I did. I'm going to go back and look over here. Denver. Let's see. Gibby fumbles. Gibby 8.5 touches. Ron wins a challenge.
Yeah, HT pointing out, Stoner, you missed an opportunity here as the run tack is going to get bounced to the right side there and only get a few yards. But yeah, Stoner, it's don't sleep on the defense.
Don't sleep on this defense as the end of the quarter is mercifully here.
Oh, Director 97's got some money on the game. That's I don't know that I'll ever put money on Washington. I think that's too close to the heart there for that one. So that's going to be the first quarter. Washington's going to be down 14-3 as they run the ball and with the last play of the first quarter. First quarter EP not going our way. What do they have to do differently?
Run the ball.
Hold on. Let's say it. Let's do this Try it again.
Okay. Run the Did I do it?
Close enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was good.
Thank you. We also need to bench Charles Leno, and I don't know, maybe play
You're not going to want to
defense.
bench Charles Leno. You're going to have to play Cornelius Lucas. If
Okay,
that's the
never
case.
mind.
So it's like I know the skill drop isn't significant there, but it's
No.
still not one that you want to give up there. This is a great question here by C Notes. Why does EB only call shotgun runs?
Well, I assume this now. Sam doesn't go under center very often, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you only run under center, then when you go under center, they're going to know you're running. So you have to keep the same tempo, the same style each time. If he's going to be in shotgun 95% of the game, then you have to run out of shotgun as well. You go under center, they're going to be like, oh, well, it's going to be a run. And I think we had something last year. Of course, this wasn't EB, but remember last year, every single time that Carson Wentz went under center, it was a run.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. So, other teams look at these things. They look at the way guys, the patterns that they have, and they'll notice these things. And so they'll be able to key on that and stop you. So that could be why.
I have to agree. I think it's because a shotgun run doesn't show you that it's going to be a run, because Sam Howell's in shotgun, 90% of the time. So if you're only running from him under center, you're giving up way too much information. So
yeah,
there's Chase Young on the sidelines again. Not that we've actually seen him do anything in this game.
Good question from Yam. Why does this team start slow year after year? It doesn't matter who the coach is, who the quarterback is. This team just always starts slow.
Yep. Curtis Samuel in motion, going to be on the right-hand side of Howell. It's going to be a fake to Curtis Samuel. Howell tosses this one out. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but just ahead of him.
Well, and by the way, everybody, and I mean everybody, was covered on that rollout. So they knew what was coming. Sam's been hit a lot this game.
A lot.
Ouch.
Yeah. Not great, but we've got ourselves third down here for Washington. Eric Bieniemy going up against Vance Joseph, an old buddy of his. So
it is third down already.
We're going to have some
first down
yawn to do here as Sam Howell fakes into Gibson.
Throw it.
Has plenty of time to throw. Now he's going to squeeze out and get tackled.
Another sack.
Choosing to hold on to the ball.
I mean, this is everything that we've been worried about with Sam Howell. He just holds the ball too long. Hello.
Have done that.
Okay, McLaurin not open.
Covered.
Fine.
Curtis Samuel
open. Jahan Dotson wide open. Logan wide open.
He would have dropped it though.
So here we go. Tressway gonna be passing this one. Or sorry, not passing, punting, as I've got a kid here walking in front here. That's a beautiful, beautiful punt. Tommy Brown's going to down this one.
At the 7-yard line, 8-yard line, 9-yard line.
Just a wonderful job there by Tressway.
Wow. So each possession, every single possession, 3 possessions, 3 sacks to stop drives. Not that one was going anywhere, but.
So, Yam, the protection I don't think was necessarily the problem there. He held on.
No, he had plenty of time.
He held on to the ball. And this is one of those things when we were watching it, and goodness gracious, I hope there's not 6 sacks this game for us to have to go look at. One, the NFL did not appreciate us showing those 6 sacks. But
they've got 3 already.
We looked at it. I mean, we were counting the seconds. He had time on the sacks that we credited him with, right? Like he had 3+ seconds. You got to be able to get rid of the ball. And
I think on these 3,
sacks, you just got to toss it. You can't take a negative play.
Yeah.
Tommy T is no longer a howler.
Tommy T out as a howler.
Come on now. It's still early.
It's still early. It's still early. This is proving to be the problem right now for Sam Howell. So how can Eric Bieniemy and this Washington offense fix that?
Get the button ready. Run the king ball.
That's it. That's that.
Seriously.
That's here. Problem is they're actually not a very good running team.
But you still have to do it. You still have to threaten it. You can't. 14 passes, 14 drop back. No, 17 dropbacks. 17 dropbacks, 4 runs.
And we're not even halfway through the second quarter at this point. So what's that? That's, you're looking at having somewhere around 45 dropbacks. If that is that how that math works out?
Well,
a quarter
34 would be somewhere around 40, low 40s. Yeah. And you're going to run the ball 15 times. Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. This is a pattern. And it's only a game plus a quarter, but it's still a pattern so far that the enemy is just running the ball or throwing the ball, not running the ball.
Another Chase Young sighting there by the camera. Like him or
that's
not,
all you're gonna.
he is a personality that the media loves to focus on here. As Russell Wilson's going to move this one out and tosses this one over everybody here.
Hoping St. Jude's would have caught that.
I watched Chase on that play.
Nothing special. Yeah, there's nothing special on that one. I was watching him too. That's why I was late on calling the Russell Wilson the rollout there, because I was watching Chase to see if he was going to do anything, and he just
kind of stood up and kind of jabbed at the guy a couple times.
He let the play move away from him.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna watch him
Martin
again
now, trying to get the defense set for Washington. Chase Young still in there for the Commanders. Ball's on the 10-yard line. This one's going to be a run play. Cody Barton does get on the tackle, missed tackle.
Jesus.
As Jonathan Allen, I think, apologizing to Cody Barton because Jonathan Allen kind of piggybacked on Cody Barton and pulled Cody off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure too many people could try to tackle anybody if you have Jonathan Allen on top of you. But here's Chase Young not setting the edge.
See?
A whiff by Forbes, and then trying to do a little gang tackle, but Cody Barton, even Cody Barton looks up and is like looks
heck?
at Jonathan Allen like, dude.
I'm sensing what our film session is going to be this week. Every Chase Young snap.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a lot. We'll see how that goes.
Really
has a lot of time. Throws this one deep. This one is connected and out of bounds. That's Emmanuel Forbes in coverage. Went from a 3rd and 4 to a 1st and 10.
What was that, about another 40, 50 yards?
That was a big time pass play there. Mims
Forbes
Jr.
was there. It just looked like he kind of gave up on it. Let's see in this replay. I mean, he was there. Right, so he's there.
You're just put in some extra steps there, yeah.
But where was Fuller?
Wow,
why are we even mentioning Kendall Fuller? That was all Emmanuel Forbes. Kendall Fuller's
supposed to back him up.
No, Kendall Fuller's another cornerback. There we go.
Russ on the other side.
This one off. This one's going to go to the right hand side. This time the edge is set, and the ball doesn't go anywhere.
See Kendall Fuller on the tackle.
Don't.
He did.
Little Sooner here. Rookie Sooner doing some good.
Yeah, me running to the waiver wire to pick him up. He's got like 1,000 yards already.
There isn't any good players that come out of OU.
Yes, correct. This will be the greatest game of his career. 2nd and 10. Come on.
Looking to get another stop here. 2nd and 10 here. This one is going to be handoff straight up the middle. And Chase Young.
Oh, Chase Young.
Look at that. Chase Young.
There you go, Chase.
And making the tackle. Short gain. Chase Young going to stay in there. His hair up
Chase
over
looks
his.
bigger too, doesn't he?
He's a big dude. Chase is a big dude, and I say that as a guy who's a big dude myself.
I'm just saying he looks like he's gained more.
Some weight.
Yeah.
Well,
Not in a bad way.
Yeah, he's always been
Not in a bad way,
muscular.
but I mean, like even in his arms, you can see he's
didn't have nothing else to do
trying to work out.
for the last year and a half.
Got
I was
a
trying to
lot
be
of time for the
positive on
gym.
him.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 8. Gotta have this stop.
Last time is
Oh,
the third big pass to Mims. Let's see what Washington do
Timeout.
here. As
2-1.
Denver takes another timeout. Denver taking timeouts for no dang on reason. So hopefully that comes to bite them in the rear.
Russell Wilson is 3 for 4 for 125 yards. 3 for 4. And Mims has 2 for 114. Sounds like De'Ami Brown stat line. Although De'Ami does have 2 catches for 17 yards.
Yeah, he's having a career day. No, his two catches,
Second best
25
game.
yards, 2 touchdowns. That was his career day.
Yeah.
182 yards given up by this Washington defense so far.
That was a
3rd and 8 here. We got some motion. Russell Wilson going to get rid of this one quickly. There are some blockers ahead, but this one's going to be shy
And
as
that should
Kendall
be Chase.
Fuller stops Jerry Jeudy short of the first
about a
down.
yard. Will they go for it?
Sean
If they're
Payton,
smart,
known
they
for
do.
being
Yeah, he's going for it.
gutsy himself here. He is calling a play.
On a play.
He is not even hesitating here.
Oh,
Mims
boy.
Jr. on the sidelines. So at least we know it's not going to be a big time pass to him.
It's just going to be a run to the right. A run to the right. Can we stop it? Can Cody Barton step up? Oh, they're going to try and draw us off.
Yeah, trying to get those.
Are they going to use another timeout?
It is going to be a first
there
down
we
by Denver as the QB sneak is successful.
So they tried to get a free 5 yards. That didn't work. So they ran the QB sneak.
Yep, easy first
Drive
down here.
continues. Wow, what a nice play, Chase.
Standing.
8 first downs for Denver. 1st and 10 here in the red zone. After a big pass to Mims Jr.
I don't know if I can watch
Some
this
motion
again.
here. This is going to be a handoff to the left-hand side. And immediately wrapped up and trying to stop that was Ridgeway.
Ridgeway. Nice play, Ridgeway. I didn't even know you're still on the team. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, man. We're grumpy here, down 14-3 here in the second quarter. Empty backfield for Denver. Washington facing 2nd and 6 here.
Changing the play.
Still haven't, really pressured Russell Wilson here. He does get this one away. This one is caught. Cody Barton unable to
Oh my God.
defend this one. That is a Denver touchdown by John.
What's going on? I mean,
Whose person was that?
That was Cody Barton. That's rough. That's rough. Look, watch this here. Cody Barton, as they highlight him, just gets completely out of
Smoked.
position, and yep, there you go. An easy 6 points for Denver, and now it's exactly what I had said here as they go up 21-3. Washington stalls out on offense. Denver puts up 21 points here in the still in the second quarter. Washington needing to really liven things up here. This is not going the way anyone thought. We all, even though we picked Denver to win on Wednesday, and even on Saturday when we were talking about the scores, we all were predicting a low-scoring game. A low-scoring game. This
everybody had low score.
Yeah.
The entire country.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like a 17-13 type game.
Nobody thought
We're on
With the
pace for
Broncos.
42-6.
Nobody thought that the Broncos were going to come out in 3 possessions and score 3 touchdowns. Nobody thought that. Now, they did think that Washington would come out and in 3 possessions score 3 points. That was that you could count on. But Denver to just rip apart this defense like they have, and they have ripped it apart.
We have. Yeah, Patriot Clips, this is what I was saying is now you're down 21-3. I get it's only the second quarter, so you still could potentially run the ball, but you're just going to see a lot more of Sam Howell throwing. And if it's not successful, you're going to see more of Sam Howell throwing because you're down, and the only way to put up, points in a hurry is to pass the ball. Your run game's not going to do it. Your run game needs to complement. And so I hope if Washington can go down and score this time, okay, make it 21-10, you absolutely continue playing like your normal offense. Expect your defense to return to form and stop this Denver attack, and you're still in it. It's not a problem.
Well, what if they do go down the field and they score because they threw the ball, as somebody mentioned, they threw the ball 8 times. He was sacked once, but they were still able to overcome it. That just means you're going to keep doing that.
No.
Which I don't think you want to do.
No. If they throw the ball 8 times, he gets sacked once, but they put 7 on the board, Eric Bieniemy is going to keep putting in some run plays here to continue kind of spicing it up. But I don't mind putting this game on Sam Howell's arm. He has one heck of an arm. I don't want to put this on Sam Howell's
Of course not. Nobody does.
lack of being able to throw the ball away quickly.
By the way, Arizona's up 17-0, and they just picked off Daniel Jones. Makes me feel a little bit better, but not that much.
There you go. Kickoff is way past Antonio Gibson. Yeah, we're not going to return this.
I looked at the book, and I didn't see anything about the return.
No, I think we talked about it. I don't think we
never did it
on it. Yeah,
I think everybody was probably in agreement there would be.
Yeah, I was trying to egg you on to making a 40-yard return, and and you weren't having it.
I mean, you guys got so much stuff in here. Well, I shouldn't say you guys. I should say Trev has so much stuff in here. Positive commander stuff that. Oof. I mean, Trev's going to lose like $20.
John Dotson motion out to the slot. Sam Howell in shotgun where he normally sits. He looks out to his left. This ball is tipped. This ball is intercepted. You got Brian Robinson, and I'm not sure who else was on the offense playing defense there, but this pass was tipped and nearly intercepted by Denver.
3 sacks, 2 tips.
Yeah, so Logan Thomas just playing some defense here. And Brian Robinson joining in, trying to make sure that Denver does not come away with this. Because this very nearly was intercepted.
Maybe we need to put Logan on defense.
So here you go, 2nd and 10. Curtis Samuel doing all sorts of workouts there. He does get this one, but does not get blocks. Jahan Dotson unable to keep his block. This one going out.
And I don't think that play was designed for Samuel because he looked very.
It was Curtis Samuel.
I know, but he looked very confused that he was getting the ball.
I think he was just confused because he had a person on him and they're supposed to be blocking in front of him.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Jahan actually made a nice block. He blocked the guy to the outside, but Samuel went outside. Mm-hmm. If Samuel had cut that inside, he had space. So what do we got? 3rd and 100? What is it? 3rd and what?
It's going to be 3rd and 9 here for Washington. Antonio Gibson in the backfield does a little chip block. Sam Howell launches this one, and it's just
who are you throwing it to?
Terry McLaurin. And that's going to be 4th and 9.
Nice 3 and out, 3 passes.
Maybe putting timeout here too.
Told y'all, EP is fiery. Sam Howell, I'm not sure. I want to see it from a different angle there, but it was in front of Terry McLaurin. I don't know.
Not in front of him.
It was in front of him.
Way out in front of him.
Tressway going for a second punt. This one's up. Another beautiful punt. This one's going to be returnable. Tommy Brown unable to be the first guy to tackle.
What are we
Some
doing?
blocking is
What are we
superb here as Mims Jr. does run this one out of bounds after a big return. So the defense isn't cutting it. The offense isn't cutting it. And now the special teams allows a huge return.
I want to look at the terms and conditions of our YouTube channel and see if there's anything in there that says I have to stay for this entire game. Leave at a certain point.
You do. I don't.
EP's already like, no, I'm going to take care of something else because this game is not.
I'd rather do dishes right now
Oh man,
or
alive.
laundry.
This is not good, guys. When you know it's bad, like the offense, I can deal with having some hiccups, right? You got a young QB, new coordinator. It's gonna take some time. This defense having this bad of a game is just plain not good because you expect them to be much better. But then once the special teams starts doing bad, now you know this is going downhill much quicker than it needs to be. Yep. So as Gus Bus says, this is exactly it, right? All right, defense, even special teams ain't going to give you decent field position. D just has to bootstrap it now. They haven't been able to. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Can I ask though, at what point do we put in Jacoby Brissett?
You don't ever.
I think
Unless it's 42-3 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What makes Sam so special than
There's nothing, but this is what he needs. He needs to be out there as much as possible. Pulling him is not going to help him at all.
It could get his head out of his butt.
Now we got to have Archie Cat in here grilling us.
Oh,
But hey, at least John is in here and he's doing us a solid. That's the wrong one.
no, that's the right one. That was the right
That's
one.
the right one. That's the right one.
Thanks, John, for the $4.99
Thanks for
super
nothing.
chat here. And the solid 5 rand that Washington across scores more points than New York Giants in the first half, at least. Yeah. For those who don't know, 5 rand is pennies. It's the South Africa currency, and an inside joke behind myself, him, and Stoner there. So some good stuff there. Again, the $4.99 super chat from John. Thanks for tuning in, John. Yeah, I guess we can take solace that we're at least not as bad as the New York Giants.
Is that something to be proud of?
It's a very low bar to be set for sure, but there is still plenty of time here. 7:57 to go in the second quarter here for the Commanders. Ball is on the 40 of Washington after a big return by Mims Jr. This is going to be a handoff going to the right-hand side and tackled. Cam Curl getting in there. Cam Curl keeping his helmet on by his mouth guard that time.
Yeah.
His helmet ends up getting knocked loose, and you see it. The fact that it was he still had his mouth guard in was the only reason. Yeah, Percy Butler getting beat by Mims Jr. This one's Cody Barton getting beat by Johnson.
Boy.
Total yards right now it's 211 to 90.
That's sad.
All right, this is the Denver offense people thought they were going to be getting here. Here we go with the first down run. Some group tackling after the fact as Ridgeway unable to bring him down. We do got a flag.
It's a face mask, maybe.
Going to come back. Nope, holding. So this is going to come back. Denver.
Thank you.
Holding on the play.
Thank you, football gods.
Thank you for talking.
Yeah, this is the Denver offense people thought they were going to be getting with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, right? Like they didn't. Last week, they felt like it wasn't going to be good here as we get a game break to show that Dallas is ahead 10-7. All right, 2nd and 15 now.
Let's go.
Ball
Come
at
on.
the 45. There's some
See, Washington
in
should
there for Denver.
Washington
trying to
should
get people
substitute
back.
there. If
Yep.
they had substituted, they would have had to force them to
It's
wait.
going to be
But
their third time out.
And final.
Yeah.
So for
it did work.
if there's one thing going Washington's way, it's that Denver has no clue what it's doing. I mean, they scored 21 points, but there's such confusion there that they've used all 3 of their timeouts. Yeah, Tommy T, we don't take any shots. Largely, well, I'm sorry, we do take shots, or at least Sam Howell takes shots, because every time we try to take a shot, he doesn't have the time to pass, right? Like, we haven't seen a big pass play because every time he's back there, he ends up getting ripped.
We may need to take shots just to enjoy this game.
Oof. She ain't lying. I don't have any. She's normally a Jack girl. I don't have any Jack in the house, so she might have to take something else there. As Washington's down 21-3 here, 6:46. Defense on the field. 2nd and 15. Fakes the handoff. Russell Wilson going to try to run this one out. Jamin Davis gets to him though.
Oh! He was
The ball
down.
was on the ground, but
he was down.
he was already down. Cody Barton at least jumping on it.
They're talking about it though.
They are going to talk about it.
He was
So
down.
this is actually interesting. Normally, what they do is they will call it in favor of the turnover, and it is.
It is. They give it to Washington.
First down, if
Told
this
you.
holds, normally
They're going to review it.
Yeah, they call this a turnover because then it's automatically reviewed. But I've noticed this trend because of the automatic review. They don't. Oh, that's out. That's out.
That's out.
That's out.
Yeah.
That is out. This is going to be a Washington first down here. Russell Wilson dropped this. Jamin Davis getting to Russell Wilson and knocking that ball loose. Cody Barton jumping on it. Washington is as we got Luna getting excited.
Shadow.
Oh, this is Shadow. Shadow's
Shadow.
getting excited now as well here. All right, defense. This is what we wanted.
All right. Yep. They
Let's
did what
get
they're supposed to do.
Let's get pumped. All right. Getting back in this. And this is what I was. So Washington scores a touchdown here. Okay. Now I'm getting ahead of myself. Right? Washington scores a touchdown here. And this is still a ball game. It doesn't feel like a ball game when it's 21-3.
No, it doesn't.
It will feel like a ball game 21-10. If you can make this, okay, so you got one stop here. You need a score. You make another stop, and again, you're just right in there. Do not let this get out of out of pocket. Let's see what Eric Bieniemy has. I would love to see a play action bomb. Let's go. Let's go, Nicole. Let's go. Play action bomb. EP, what do you want to see?
Yeah, just that.
Just that. She agrees. Stoner, you got something else? You gonna agree
Just
with me?
that. Just that. I'm with
Just
EP.
that.
Just that.
Just that. All right, let's hear our predictions. What's going to be Washington's first play coming back from this break?
Shotgun. No.
It's definitely going to be a
Shotgun.
shotgun. Yeah.
You know, one of our bets is Nathan and Trev.
A pass
said-
play of 40 yards, right?
No, at least 3 under center play actions for Sam Howell. That ain't happening. I said that on the show. I said, no chance that happens.
That's rough. What was I
Yeah,
thinking?
you guys aren't winning that one.
What was I thinking?
I think it's going to be a run. I think it's going to be a run to the left by Brian Robinson.
That is very specific, sir.
Yep. Well, I mean, he asked specifically
think
what I
that.
thought was going to happen. I doubt that he's going to go deep on this. I don't think the first play is going to be. That's so
Cliche.
Yeah. That after a turnover that you just throw deep on the next play. In college, that works. It's the NFL, son.
I'm just saying it for our man Trev. Yeah, Trev loves the play action deep.
Yeah.
Excellent
All
play
right.
here by Jamin Davis.
It was. You got to give him his props for that. He chased him down from behind, tackled him, forced the fumble, And Washington didn't assume it was not a fumble, and they jumped out.
Cody
So
Barton
you got
jumping on that. They are going to
From the
start at the
49.
49-yard line of Denver. So positive territory here as it's an empty backfield until Antonio Gibson doesn't
Come on.
motion all the way. Sam
Throw
Howell
it!
holding on to this one. There is going to be a penalty on
Flag.
Washington.
Yeah.
John Dotson getting this one, but this one's going to be marched back. Yep. Easy hold. I mean, I kind of want them to hold rather than let him take another hit. Like, try to see if they get it. This one's going to be on Sam Cosme.
Oh.
I'm assuming the broadcast is talking
Yes,
about
yes.
whether or not he the hitting the
Oh.
head was supposed to be called.
He's a runner.
Yes.
He doesn't get the protections as a runner. And he didn't grab the face mask. Great. 1st and 20. This
First
drive
is
has been
right where
railed.
you want to be. Jahan Dotson in motion. Gibson in the backfield. That means
Confusion.
usually as a pass blocker.
Come on.
He does leak out. This ball gets thrown. This one is to Terry McLaurin.
There you go.
That was an aggressive hit, sir.
Yeah, that was a little bit aggressive.
Getting 10 yards on the play. So we'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I'm tracking it. That's 22 dropbacks, 4 runs in the first half.
That's all right.
22 dropbacks.
Yep.
4
12
runs.
of 18 for 104 yards. Sam Howell has 3 passes and 3 completions to Terry McLaurin, 19 yards on the day. So not big yardage, but he's at least getting involved.
2nd and 10 is a lot
Wow.
more manageable.
Going
Throw
to be
it!
under pressure. That's going to be a face
Face
mask.
mask.
Oh, that's a face mask.
Sam Howell is going to be taken down, but this is going to be a first down Washington.
Okay.
That
I'll
was
take
so
it.
clearly
Face
a
mask.
face mask. Kudos to Sam Howell. I mean, I will say this about him. He might
He's
hold
tough.
on to the ball too long, but the kid is tough.
Yeah,
He
he's
can
tough.
take a hit. He stays up there, and he just this is just blatant. Oh man, we almost got our Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing with the helmet sideways here. So that is Washington. First down. Come on, Stoner. We might not get too many more of those. All right. we gotta take them where we
Enjoy
can get them.
when you can.
All right. Let's bring up that energy. You guys need some don't
Brian.
sleep energy.
23 and 4.
Energy.com. Use the code district. Sam Howell's going to fake the screen one way, go to the other way. This is going to be
Run.
this is going to be Cole Turner sighting for
Yes.
a Washington first down.
First down.
I think they might have marked him shy as soon as I saw him walking up there. It looked like he should have
They
gotten
gave
the
it to
first down.
EP's getting a little bit closer to the first down sign.
Getting there.
I
She's
just
getting
love
there.
that for you. That's
Good
it.
job by Cole Turner. You know what I really like about this design play here from so they did mark him down, so we got a little ahead of
What?
ourselves. They're going to say
I'd
that
like
he
to
was
see that.
shy by a yard. I'm not sure how, but here we go. In shot or in under center. So here's the one. Brian Robinson showing some
Not a bad
patience,
ball.
getting that first down. So there's your Washington first down.
First down. I'm going to go back and watch that, by the way.
Yeah, go back and watch that. But what I love about that screenplay, all right, they fake a screen to the right with the wide receiver. Brian Robinson is running to the left, and it looks like the screen's designed for him, but then the screen goes to Cole Turner. That was a beautiful design.
Horrific spot. He was not only, they shorted him 2 yards, not 1 yard, 2
Ball
yards.
is at the 24-yard line. Sam Howell going to throw this one. Gets this
Go.
one away. Real quick pass to Bates. And I love Bates getting on Surtain there and pushing him.
Bad.
3:39 to go and counting. Washington down 21-3, looking to get
Didn't
some
see the
points
play
on the
yet.
board here. It is 2nd and 4. Ball is moving. This is something the Washington needed, right? They needed to get this under the belt. They did that their first drive. Missed the field goal. And just
Right,
kind of been
wait.
out of rhythm. Curtis Samuel in motion goes
There
out
you
to the
go.
right. Now he's
There you
motioning
go.
back to left. This is going to be a
Sorry.
handoff to him.
Run,
He's got some
run.
blockers. He's going to be a first down run.
Come on,
Curtis
go.
Samuel still upright. Finally gets tackled, but that is a Washington first down.
First down. Now we're moving.
Good.
Now I'm
roll
getting
there by
pumped.
Curtis Samuel, as it's immediately handed off to him on this jet sweep action, and some good blocking out there by Terry McLaurin and Logan Thomas.
Sadiq's
Look
out
at this.
there.
Nice little not getting behind the numbers there by
Watch
Logan
Sadiq.
Thomas.
Boom.
And I benched him this week.
Terry McLaurin in motion, talking with Jahan Dotson. Now Terry McLaurin going to motion out to the
Come on.
left-hand side here.
We
This
need
is going to be a handoff to Brian
We need
Robinson.
this.
Brian Robinson's going to push up and get himself
Some yards.
a few yards here. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Going to go to the 2-minute warning. Denver cannot stop the clock to try and save some time for their offense. Washington's smart to let the clock go all the way down. So hopefully they can score and not leave Denver very much time.
That is the idea. So they do need to actually score here as we hit the 2-minute warning. And with that, we're going to bring you this message from Don't Sleep.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
Thanks for Don't Sleep sponsoring our broadcast. So we appreciate them. The great people and great products out there at don'tsleepenergy.com. Again, use the code DISTRICT to get yourself 10% off. It is the 2-minute warning here. Washington trying to, like you said, Stoner, bleed the clock, not leave Denver with enough time to put some more points up. Denver going to be starting the second half with the ball. So
it's second and
double dip in action is what Denver wants.
2nd and goal from about the 4-yard line. So basically you've got 3 plays to punch it in.
Yep.
Run, and then run, and then run. Right?
In other words,
You
let's
have
have
to.
EP hit it.
No.
EP, let's hear it.
Okay, so we have to run the ball.
Perfect.
Nice job.
I realize why that doesn't sound nearly as good as when Stoner does it, is because I can hear her right next to me. So the beep doesn't completely drown it out. Like when Stoner does it, it drowns it out. So I can't hear it. So I can still hear it. So I'm like, oh man, we just cursed on broadcast and we shouldn't be doing that. Because I'm sure people have picked up on the fact that when it's my turn to do this, I never even say the word.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, they can see it. I mean, half the time I'm not even mouthing the word.
I don't even say
Oh, we
damn.
aren't supposed to say it.
Yeah,
I use the bad
use the other word. Stoner's very naughty when it comes to that.
I use the naughty.
So,
Naughty.
got some
all right.
Commanders fans that have traveled out for this game. That's
definitely.
there's a Redskins hat. You see a jersey back there. That's a Riggins jersey back there. There's a couple
there's a
Commanders
couple, yeah.
Redskins jerseys
yeah.
right there.
Absolutely.
Go Washington fans showing up and making the trip out there to Mile High.
All right.
Got
Second
Terry
goal
McLaurin
for
in
four.
shotgun. Sam Howell's going to fake this
Oh,
one
wait.
off. Sam Howell's
Right!
going to toss this one. It does get batted down. If this doesn't get batted down, John Bates has a touchdown.
Wide open.
Wide
Wide
open.
So that's 3 tip balls now. 3 sacks, 3 tip balls. And by the way, what they've done with that incomplete pass, they stopped the clock.
Mhm.
Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mhm.
So you're giving Denver more opportunity to have time at the end of the half. Yeah, he was wide open. That would have been an
Wide
easy
open.
touchdown.
Logan Thomas motioning out. Sam Howell is going to fake this one. Robinson. This one's going to go quickly to Logan Thomas, and it's off his hands. Wouldn't have been a touchdown anyways. And that was
What do
it.
you do?
He
What do you
just
do?
Didn't
he
catch
dropped it.
No, I'm saying, what do you do? Do you go for it?
Oh,
Oh,
you
what
got
do
to
we
go.
do?
Oh, you go for
I
it.
was like, he didn't catch it.
Yeah.
You go for it.
I mean, he catches
I
that. He gains a half a yard.
I go for it. Yeah, that play didn't look like it was meant to score. Here we go.
Good
This
defense getting ready. The defense knew. They were getting ready. They know what's going to happen.
Yep. Here we go. 2 pass plays.
Just run,
Washington's
Sam.
going to go for a third.
Just
Sam Howell
run
is going
it.
to toss this one. This one's going to get caught. And that is going to
there's
be a
flag in
touchdown
here.
and a flag.
And a penalty.
And
And
now
he
you're going to see
was
some
hurt.
extra
Now you're going to see
Nick
good.
Gates is not
Oh,
happy.
God.
Get in there. Good.
Nick Charles in there as well. This team showing some fire as Logan Thomas remains on the ground.
Yeah, you got hit hard.
That cheap shot mother effers.
Yeah.
Nick Gates is not happy. Nick Gates is that kind of offensive lineman you need.
Yeah, that was
This is a bad hit by Jackson. This was targeting him. He launched himself like a missile. He tries to use his shoulder, but he launches himself like a missile. And that is actually language that the NFL has said is you're not supposed to launch yourself like a missile. So Logan Thomas is being tended to after scoring a touchdown for Washington.
And actually, look like they're prepping to take him off. And
so I'll put the 6 points on there for Washington.
You know what? You know what that is? You heard it here first. Not that I'm proud to say this. That's a career ender. That hit.
Wow,
That's a career ender.
Too soon.
For I mean,
for 30 what 2-year-old now? He'll be 32
off of all these injuries and everything.
Oh,
and he's gonna a concussion, and I mean, that's a career ender.
That was I don't know. That looked pretty hard. That could have been more than just a concussion.
I think it was a concussion. I don't want to speculate. How about that? I'm not going to speculate, but it is very unlikely we're going to see Logan Thomas the rest of this game, and we might not see Logan Thomas for quite a few games with a hit like that. You have Quan Martin, who's already in concussion protocol, missing this game, and usually when you see big hits like that, it takes a while to come back from them. And as far as it being ejectable, he
has to be, right? That's the
here's the thing. We thought last week against Arizona, they were out there headhunting and they didn't get ejected. So
spoiler alert, he's been ejected.
He has been ejected.
Oh my God.
Yes. And Logan jogged off the field.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent.
Right. Sorry, I just went and looked.
Nope.
I thought I'd report that before it comes back.
Yep.
But yeah, he's been ejected.
Worse than the people in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Tommy T brought it up in case somebody else. So they go for 2 and they're short.
Didn't get it.
Nope,
not sure. I just
it.
don't take the point there, but yeah,
I'm okay with going for 2.
I'm not.
Why are they putting the ball down there? Because it's not like Denver gets the ball there. That was weird. They put the ball down like
Eric Bieniemy fired up. He is not happy.
He's not happy with his old
line.
Well, they came back so quick from commercial. I couldn't see what happened. I didn't realize that they were playing.
So Jackson did get ejected. He is walking off the field there.
Good riddance, mother trucker.
Yeah.
See, now they've got 1:47 left, by the way. I mean, he absolutely launches himself with his head at Logan's head. How did Logan Thomas held onto that ball? I'll never know.
Yeah. By the way,
Thomas walked off of that field.
There we go. Logan Thomas. Let's give some applause here. I think that one.
Yeah, what was that? Play that again. That was more fun.
Like a monster burp.
That's
like a belch.
Trying to find my applause here.
What was that?
Dude, I have to have an applause. By the way, we haven't even done the fight song off the touchdown because of the Logan Thomas situation here. Here we go. From Logan Thomas walking off there.
Probably mad at
Oh, he
Bates.
is just shy. Brian Robinson was just shy
Yeah, he was.
of the goal line here.
His line, there was no one on to help him.
So I'm not sure if they're reviewing it
He
because
might be reviewing it.
It does look like he's over though.
No, I don't think the ball ever got
I don't
there.
think the ball gets there.
I'm gonna need you guys to be more positive.
Well, just trying
Brian
to be more.
Robinson doing what Brian Robinson does, which is being met in the backfield and
Please.
still fighting for yards here. There's the ball. Oh, the ball looks like you
Yes.
can see it.
Oh, it is.
What was that?
EP
What was that?
nailed it.
Right?
It does cross
my
the goal
money.
line. Just
EP,
barely.
I
But when he
apologize
brings
for
his
this
arm
shit.
down right here,
Doubting you.
Don't
he
ever
ends up
doubt me.
scoring. Now the problem is, are they going to be able to see it here? This is the angle you can see it, the goal line angle. So
Yeah.
Brian
Get out of the
Robinson
way,
met,
Bates.
and then as he's bringing out his arm, that ball
Is right there.
dips
Yeah.
past the white line.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it is hard. I don't understand why they don't have
Hold on.
chips
Oh, ow, I just hit my head. That hurt.
here. As EP says, hold on, they are going to call that
Touchdown!
good touchdown by
Let's go.
or sorry, 2-point conversion by the Commanders, putting on the 2 points. So let's get that song going. Hail to the Commanders! Hail victory!
We don't know
This
the
is-
rest of it.
Dude.
Fight for old DC.
I do appreciate the team giving us the song, and I apologize deeply that we're letting them down and we haven't sung remotely close to the right thing. But
In all seriousness, I would like a apology from both of you.
I already apologized. I
need to hear it
apologize very much so, but I will again.
Washington now down just 10 points here, 147 left. Denver doesn't have timeouts. So they will have the middle of the field open, but they're going to have to move. Denver's going to have to try to move this quickly. So Washington needs to tee off and get in there and make sure Denver doesn't get anywhere. If they can force a 3-and-out, Washington still has all 3 timeouts.
That's right. First play. Super, super important for the Washington defense. If they can hold them to just a couple of yards, call that
Pitch
first
out to the
timeout.
left.
Hey,
Got a couple of good stiff arms, but
Get him out of bounds.
way
That's out of bounds. Oh, how does he keep the clock running?
'Cause he's out of
Time
bounds.
out.
I see
They did.
140, so it looks like Washington's going to take that timeout.
He didn't go out of bounds.
Yep, Washington's taking a timeout here.
And Meta said that
First
Metaphor
timeout.
said that they're evaluating Logan for a concussion.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Chase looks.
Chase, by the way, had a very nice play on that one. He was there and forced him to bounce out.
Mm.
But what? I don't know. I thought he was out of bounds, but maybe his knee hit in bounds before he went out.
Yep. So 1 yard run there by Denver, bringing up 2nd and 9. Chase Young's still in here for the Commanders, looking to make sure Russell Wilson fakes this one. Now he's looking to pass.
Get him.
Russell Wilson under pressure. He's going to throw this one out of bounds as there's nothing open. Great job by the defense, and it stops the clock.
Looks like it's supposed
133, 3rd and 9.
looked like it was supposed to be a screen back to the left-hand side, but Jamin Davis, Chase Young, and someone else was over there that Russell Wilson had nowhere to throw it and just threw it out of bounds. Great that they get to keep that timeout. This momentum's changing. Y'all feel it? Y'all feel the momentum
Feels
turning here?
great.
Feel it?
Let's
You live in Oklahoma, y'all.
here we go. 3rd and 9. Big time defense. Let's get that 3rd down clapping going here for the Commanders. As Russell Wilson's going to toss this one. This is caught by Jerry
Get him!
Jeudy, but this is going to be shy
Thank you.
of the 1st down. Kendall Fuller and Percy Butler in there on the
Timeout.
tackle. Washington's going to take a timeout. All right. Big questions here by Sean Payton.
What-
4th and 2. He is back up in his own territory.
He's not going for it. He's
Sean
crazy.
Payton is
He ain't
gutsy.
that crazy.
Sean Payton called an onside kick last week. You don't think he might even fake punt this?
Oh, fake punt? No. because Washington's going to be in safe mode. To watch out for that. They're not going to be in a return mode because
Russell
it is
Wilson
only
on
2
the
yards.
sideline, so we are going to see the punt, or at least the punt formation.
Punt formation. Let's go.
Dixon, the punter for Denver.
Watch the fake.
This punt is away. Jamison Crowder back there calling fair catch. Catches it right about the 23-yard line.
All right, let's go. One timeout.
I know a lot of people want a big run back, and there was a punt return for a touchdown today with Cincinnati, but I'm good with that fair catch there. 120, one timeout.
That's huge. That timeout.
They have the target line up there like they haven't seen Joey Slye miss a 49-yard kick.
So that's 38, 48. That's like a 56-yarder, that target line that they have.
All right. Let's go Washington. Sam Howell.
Ooh, no pressure.
Empty backfield, calls back Gibson. Gibson to his left. Sam Howell looking to pass. Sam Howell has some time. Sam Howell's now going to dump this one and throws it over the heads of everybody.
Do you think they told him don't run? That's not like him. He's actually a really good runner. I'll give him that, but he's not even willing to run.
HT saying good, don't run.
And I liked you, HT.
So incomplete there, as I think I agree with HT. Sam Howell tossing the ball is a much better play for him than it is to try to run for a yard or two.
All right.
There we go. Give it to us right now. Sam Howell looking to pass. Has some time. Throws this one across the middle. Gets this one complete.
All right. Nice.
Curtis Daniel with the catch there. That's a Washington first down. Clock is ticking. 53 seconds here. Washington with one timeout. Sam Howell now dumping this one across the middle again. Curtis Samuel with the catch. Keep this one moving.
Timeout.
Are they looking like they're going to let this one roll here? 40 seconds and ticking.
Right.
Washington trying to put some points up before the half. Sam Howell looking to pass. Now he's looking to run. Sam Howell is going to run down the middle.
I
Sam
told
Howell's
you.
Wisely
Go, Sam. Go, Sam. Slide.
Got a flag.
Let's go.
Flag is on the play.
Sam,
and we are going to bring this one back. They're going to call this one against Washington.
Leno with the hold.
So that does stop the clock. Gregory, that's a hold.
That's what they put on like the referees.
Yeah, that's tape. That's film tape for the referees. Like you got to call this one. Here's 2nd and 16 now for Washington. Ball at the 31-yard line. Sam Howell looking to pass. Tosses this one out and on the ground to Antonio Gibson.
Now you got to call timeout.
Yep. Now you got to call timeout.
Hey, by the way, was that play at the goal line at the 2-point conversion? What is Ron telling EB? Don't get away from EB. Let EB take care of it. That play at the 2-point conversion that originally they called short. Did he have to challenge that? Or
no. I think they just reviewed it upstairs. Okay. We'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure he just reviewed it upstairs.
Inside of 2 minutes. Because we do have a $1 bet on Ron having a successful challenge. You abstained from that bet.
I did.
Yeah.
I said
all right, here we go.
He wasn't even going
to get a lot of yards here.
Yep. 3rd and 11 now. Sam Howell is going to look to pass this one. You already see a flag here.
Got him!
Big time play by Bates.
Woo!
Beautiful play.
Simmons for Denver holding his head after that one.
That's got to be on the defense, right? Or else they would have stopped the play.
They would have stopped it if it was offense. So this has got to be against Denver. Offside. So it was a free play.
Nice.
Field goal range.
13 seconds left, and the penalty stops the clock. You could spike the ball too in case it starts running here, but
no, he was out of bounds.
John Bates, John Bates got knocked out of bounds too. Heck of a catch here.
Ooh, nice little wheel route. Look at that.
Just right around in that open space. Catches it, gets knocked out of bounds. So 1, 2. Yep. He definitely catches it, and he definitely gets tackled out of bounds. All right. You got to take one shot to the end zone, right? You're at the 31-yard line of Denver.
Quick throw.
Throw it.
This one's going to be a big time. This is just throwing it out. It's okay. He doesn't. He has an internal clock here, right? He knows if I hold on to this ball, it's bad. So he's just like 1, 2, 3. No one's there. I'm just tossing it. That's a smart play. Yeah, John Bates is getting some love there. Logan Thomas now out.
Running another play.
Being
like this.
Yeah, 8 seconds. You have time to run one more play. It has to be to the end zone or out of bounds. Those are your only options here.
And Denver knows that.
So,
and what happens if they get a penalty?
Denver not bringing pressure. Here we go with the big bomb. It is way out of bounds. 2 seconds there. So now we'll see Joey Sly try to put in 3 points here for Washington.
Potentially could be 16.
He missed at 49. He made at 44.
If that's just going to deflate the team going in. If he makes it, everyone's going to be hype.
49-yard attempt.
Good snap.
Away. Hold is decent. This ball is up. This ball is down the middle there.
There we go. We got momentum, son.
21-14 going into halftime. Washington looking to change this one out as we see some hog farmers there. Good to see.
We got momentum
there.
I like it.
16 to 21.
There we go. Halftime now for Washington and the Denver Broncos. And with halftime, that's 2 things. That is a message from Don't Sleep and a bio break for Nathan.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Just that's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't Sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com. Use the code DISTRICT and get 10% off. Look, y'all, go do that. Could you do us a favor? Go do that. And by the way, since we're begging at this point, if you will also make sure you hit that like button. And if you are not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Huge EP, huge end of the second quarter for Washington. To come back from being down 21-3 and season over, as everyone's predicting, to all of a sudden it's 21-14. You got all the momentum. What'd you like best in that second quarter?
I think we played smarter. We actually ran the ball. We made some good decisions, or Sam made some good decisions. He didn't wait in the backfield too long.
Yeah.
So that was really good. I think that was – the defense still needs a little help. I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the defensive side.
Last couple of drives, though, the defense was pretty solid. They didn't give up any big plays and forced a turnover and then forced a punt in the last 2 Denver drives. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem I have with Washington's offense in that first half. They had 36 dropbacks, 7 rushes.
Yeah.
That's not winning football. I don't
No.
care if this is the day and age of throwing the ball all over the place, but 36 dropbacks. You had Sam Howell was 19 of 30. The other 6 dropbacks came from sacks where he didn't throw it. He had a rush that was in there, and then 2 penalties that don't show up on the stat sheet in terms of Sam Howell. So 19 of 30 for 178 yards and a touchdown. Rushing wise, Curtis Samuel 1 for 13, Brian Robinson Jr. 5 for 13. Gibson had 1 carry for 2 yards. They're definitely going to have to do better in that area. Russell Wilson only threw the ball 8 times. 8 times in the first half. He was 6 of 8 for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Denver ran the ball 12 times for 71 yards. So they had some good running, success running. I mean, if you look at the halftime stats, Washington should be up.
Yep.
Washington leads in first downs 12-9. The difference, of course, is the 2 big plays really that that Denver had, especially the one big play, the long run or the long pass. But even Washington has more passing yards than Denver does, 162 to 152. Look at the time of possession, almost 19-11 for Washington over Denver. So they pretty much dominated. You had a missed field goal. That lost you 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
You had the long plays, of course, for Denver, which makes for quick drives. And you had the big punt return. And then, of course, you have Washington completing 19 passes in the first half. I don't like it, Nathan. I don't like 36 dropbacks.
It's not ideal, as EP is going to take her bio break now. But as I think TJ put in here, right? It's the Kansas City way.
Yeah.
You throw early and you can run late. The old adage used to be, right? Your run sets up the pass game.
Yeah.
EB, Reed, and a lot of others, they don't believe in that.
Sure.
They believe that your pass game can set up the run game.
Sure.
And that they're supposed to work in unison and do this together. So
But 36 dropbacks, Nathan,
36
in the first half.
is a lot. Okay.
We're on the pace
I
for
will say
72 dropbacks.
Washington doesn't have Patrick Mahomes back there, but they do have a young guy that they trust to throw the ball. And we've seen some really good passes there. And I saw some really good decisions on that last drive to throw it away. So I'm not saying I'm in love with it, Stoner. There's certainly some things to fix from it.
Sure.
But the offense, like you said, it's moving. They've got the time of possession. The offense has more first downs. The offense has more passing yards, you said?
More passing
yards. So why are you so down on it? That's working outside of the fact that your defense has given up 3 touchdowns in 3 drives.
Yeah. Now, a little bit of that towards basically the middle of the second quarter on was desperation, being down 21-3.
Sure.
You really do have to throw the ball a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But you were throwing the ball a lot more earlier as well. So it's not like it was only during the latter part of the first half. But what I don't like about it is because it opens your quarterback up for hits. It opens the potential for turnovers. You know, the likelihood of turnovers is a lot higher there. He's had 3 tipped balls on passes already. One of them should have been intercepted, but Logan Thomas made a nice play on that. So I'm old school, Nathan. You run to set up the pass.
Yep.
And other people do it the opposite.
W here also. Old school, run, pass.
Yeah.
They've got a couple trophies there on the youth side to show for it. And I'm in an area, Stoner, where I hear that a lot, okay? In Oklahoma here, a lot of the coaches they're 3 yards in a pile of dust, right? They're like, that's fine. You get 4 yards here, and you do that and you're going to get a first down. And I think that mentality is not wrong. Okay. I'm not trying to tell people that can't be successful because Tennessee won a game and they're largely a running team, right? It is not the way the league plays in 2023 though.
Sure.
And they use short passing. Look at those short passes that Sam Howell's been able to, get to the outside. They're not going anywhere. They're plays that are designed. We're going to get 4 yards off of this pass play, but it is almost a guaranteed 4 yards.
Okay. However, a lot of those pass plays are just those deep drops again.
Yes.
They're not those quick plays. They did have a few of those quick hitters, but most of them were not. Most of them were long, drawn out pass plays, or at least Sam made him feel that way because he kept holding the ball.
Yeah.
I'm just in favor of pounding that defense, punching them in the face time after time after time. The fourth quarter comes around, that defense is tired of getting punched in the face every time, and they're going to be worn out. But when you make your offensive linemen continuously back up, and let those defensive linemen charge at you all game long, they're not going to be worn out at the end of the game because they're not getting hit. Players like to hit, not get hit.
Yeah.
And right now, Denver is hitting while Washington is getting hit because they dropped back 36 times.
Sure.
That's my
we
philosophy.
have heard the offensive line talk about how they enjoy, run blocking because they get to be on the offense. They get to push there. But I don't know. Maybe I've bought too far into this new school way of doing things.
Yeah.
But Washington needs to find out whether or not Sam Howell can continue developing, and giving him those dropbacks is going to help.
Yeah.
So I'm for Sam Howell. Maybe not as much as he's been dropping back, but I am for him getting these positives, reps here for him. I mean, This is an entirely different ball game. I see some people are talking about like the tipped pass or missed interception by Denver, and this could be totally different. This is a totally different ball game if Joey Slide doesn't miss that first field goal.
Sure.
We're talking now. We're 21-17.
Yep.
Or if Emmanuel Forbes looks up and sees the ball that he could have, that he was kind of, I don't want to say he was half-assing it, but he didn't think the ball was coming. The next thing you know, the ball's in the receiver's hands. Or the miscommunication that allowed Mims. What is that Oklahoma dog's name? Mims.
Yep.
Mims get that long touchdown play. So
I think
bio break for the Stoner.
Bio break for the Stoner there as we've taken our turns.
Total plays.
Sure we're well hydrated and well used. I'm sure our restrooms are a lot better than FedEx and probably a lot better than Denver's, as Washington is trailing by a touchdown here at halftime in Denver. EP, yes. You have not been a fan of Logan Thomas for some time. Mm-hmm. He is he's out for this game, looked at like a bad hit there, gave him a concussion, did jog off. Now I want you to say something nice about him so we can have it on tape.
He gives great effort.
He gives great effort. That's excellent. As apparently our sign out front is not doing its job, and someone has rung the doorbell there. So if you hadn't seen our community post, we have a sign that says, "Do not ring the doorbell. Football is on." So EP is going to take care of that because it is an actual adult.
Who does EP like? Nobody, honey.
So EP is going to take care of that for us, and she'll be back. Who does EP like? Yeah, she's got a strange list. She likes Jamin Davis. She mentioned that earlier when Jamin made the play there. She was a part of the Hive last year. She's actually a big fan of Jacoby Brissett. So she wants to see Jacoby Brissett do well. Not that she wants to see Sam Howell do bad, but she thinks that Jacoby Brissett could potentially be good for Washington. So we'll hope that we never get to see that. If yeah, she loved Jarrett frickin' Patterson. She actually has a shirt, Jarrett frickin' Patterson, to boot on that part as well. So Commandalorian saying, I'm assuming this is Logan Thomas can retire. I'm assuming that's who we're talking about here. Gregory saying he needs to retire. Let me know if that's who oh, nope. Never mind. You guys are talking about coaching. So Logan Thomas, Stoner quick to say that was a career ender. And it definitely looked bad. And if it is a long-term concussion, you know, it'll be interesting to see, you know, what he ends up doing, as he only has so much more time here with Washington. But here's the first half stats: 190 total yards by Washington, 223 by the Denver Broncos. Yards per play, 10 yards per play by Denver. Some big plays happening. This is the opposite of what we saw last week with them. They didn't have any big plays. Joey Sly is going to be kicking this one off. EP, does Washington's defense do what they did there at the last couple of drives, or do they revert back to those first 3 drives?
I hope they do what they did the last 3 drives, but better.
But even better,
But
she
even
says.
better.
So, Bosky, secondary needs to step up. I agree. We need another turnover. I would love to see another turnover. Let it come from the secondary. You've seen a lot of Percy Butler this game. That's an interesting note there. So we know that they like to run only the 2 linebackers. Cam Curl playing a lot up front, but Percy Butler is getting some time in at safety. He did get beat by Mims Jr. on one of those touchdowns. Derek Forrest out there as a free safety as well. Denver's going to fake the handoff, look to pass, and that is Russell Wilson getting eaten up by Deron Payne. This has got to be a holding, hopefully. Yep, holding on Denver, going to be declined. Stoner getting back just in time to see Deron Payne just absolutely flatten Russell Wilson. This might be the matchup that they wanted too, right? Isn't that their good guy? Isn't that
You're muted, Stoner.
Yeah, Stoner's got to come back here. 2nd and 19, loss of 9.
Chunky.
2nd and 19. Love it.
Who's the guard that they really like out in Denver? This one's going to be handoff. Deron Payne back there again. Deron Payne. This is what we saw at the end of the game in Arizona. The defensive line just said, you know what?
Take over.
We're taking this over. So they've shown this here. So it was touchdown on the first 3 drives, a fumble, and a punt. And this defense is finally turning it on here as the Denver Broncos trying to put down a long drive. It's 3rd and 21. Let's get that defense motivated. Chase Young back there. Let's see what he can do. He has got to work his way around people.
Yes.
That's batted down. And I believe that was another Deron Payne.
Yep.
Deron Payne on first
Payne.
down. Deron Payne on 2nd down. Deron Payne on 3rd down. The man got paid last year or in the offseason after an excellent last year, and he is not letting up here. Jonathan Allen have to soak up 2 players. And that is one of those things that I love about Jonathan Allen, right? Like you have to block him with 2 guys. And if you don't, you're going to pay. And so you block him with 2 guys, and that leaves you with Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, and now Chase Young out there as Crowder does take that punt forward for a few yards. All right.
Great field possession.
Yep. Defense did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
Here we go. Washington
42-yard line.
EP, what's the Washington offense going to do?
Run the ball.
Oh, okay. She wants to do that.
I didn't know what you wanted me to say.
Let's do it again. I was just asking your prediction, but I'll go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Run the ball.
There we go. That's what EP wants. I know that's what Stoner wants as well.
Oh, yeah.
Predictions on this drive.
What do you
How does this
think?
drive end?
Field goal.
I'm going to go touchdown.
Touchdown.
Oh.
Then field goal.
Wow. You guys are just all right, cool. I love it.
Up on
We are
this drive.
positive Perry's over here.
Yeah, Deron Payne was worth every penny. Absolutely. Payne, all 3 downs, man. Just absolutely ate it. So good. Like I said, Jonathan Allen double teamed on there. Chase Young had to go through 2. Montez Sweat got back there as well, but it was Deron Payne who ends up batting the ball away. Love it.
That is correct, Gus. Payne is the dominant guy. We wish Chase was somewhere even close to that.
Sure. Absolutely.
Metaphor says Jahan's getting a touchdown here.
Jahan,
He's
I would
predicting
love it.
Jahan for the TD.
I'm going
Let's
to say
go.
Terry.
EP
I'm gonna say
taking
Joey
Terry
Sly.
McLaurin.
Did you say Joey's?
Yeah, he's taking Joey Sly for the field goal.
The field
No,
goal.
I would.
Touchdown.
How about this? History in the making. Sam Howell with a rushing TD.
Oh, that's right.
He already has his passing touchdown on the game. If Sam Howell rushes for a TD here against Denver, he will be the first quarterback in NFL history to have a passing and rushing touchdown in his first 3 games.
Yep.
Can he make history here and tie the game up against the Denver Broncos? We'll see. I tell you what, if you think that's Washington is going to come back and win this game, why don't you hit that like button for us here on YouTube? We'd appreciate that. If you can do that, that helps people find our content. We appreciate all your assistance in that. We love putting out this content for you here as the Washington Commanders are set to start the 3rd quarter with 13:48. So not a whole lot of time. Here's the Brian Robinson run up the center. He's going to just bounce off the first defender there and fall forward.
What is that?
I'm happy. He ran the ball.
This is not nearly as clean as the Denver
was a little
side. Missed
creepy,
field goal, punt, touchdown, field goal. But as you mentioned, Stoner, a lot of time being taken off. Several of those drives taken 4 minutes plus.
5 yards on that run.
5 yards,
Thank
5
you.
yard run. All right. 5 yards in a cloud of dust. Brian Robinson is known for that. Antonio Gibson is going to run inside, and Sam Howell thought that was going to go outside. You got a flag here. Looks like yep. So this will be against Washington.
Oh, so that was no
False
play.
start, so not even a play.
So Nick Gates got that.
Maybe he double snapped. Is that what he maybe he did?
Yeah.
We see that sometimes by the center. They'll do like a double clutch.
No. Unless there's something happened before that replay.
Interesting. 2nd and 10 now. 4 penalties for both teams. 40 yards against Washington on penalties. Antonio Gibson in as the running back. This is a quick pass out to Bates,
what
who
are you
drops
doing?
it. Bates with one monster catch near the end of the second half drops a gimme. He was already looking upfield. He was anticipating his next move, and he just drops this one.
3rd and 10.
First drop of the game for Washington. It's 3rd and 10 now.
Such a positive start with that run. And then you go penalty, drop pass, and then we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 10.
Sarah McLaurin at the bottom of your screen.
Got
Sam
time.
Howell looking across the center. He is going to have to
Run,
avoid
run,
the
run,
rush.
run,
Now
run,
he's
run,
going to
run,
end up
run,
running.
run,
Now
run,
he's
run,
got
run,
to
run,
get
run.
away from one guy. The flag.
Please don't say holding.
Please stick.
Was it before the run? Maybe defensive.
Maybe a defensive illegal contact.
Maybe. We'll see. Right now, it looks like he ran himself away for a first down. They're conversing.
Yeah, that's on Denver.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
got to be on Denver because they're getting extra yards.
Yep. Holding by the defense.
Nice.
So Washington going to be on Fabian Moreau. That's a familiar name for us here. Fabian Moreau getting called on the holding. So this is going to get tacked on to the run. So that is a Washington first down.
First down. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, Fabian Moreau decided he wanted to give Jahan Dotson a hug. Not allowed to do that.
All right.
Ball
run.
snapped. Ball handed off to Brian Robinson up the right. Now he's going through the middle, pushed forward for
Nice.
another Washington first down.
First down.
Love to
Let's
see
go.
it.
Run the ball. What is this play from? Oh,
Yep, this is the previous. This is some good blocking and smart run out here. Getting to the outside. This is what EP wanted to see earlier, right?
Mhm.
She wanted to see him run.
He can do
is
that.
somewhat athletic. He's not super athletic, but he can pick up yards here and there. Washington, 8 plays of 10 plus yards. Surprising that they're beating Denver in that stat, seeing as Denver's had those big plays. But here we go. Sam Howell fakes the handoff. He's
Oh!
deep. This is gonna go right
That's a touchdown! I called it.
He called it. Play the music.
How about that?
Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory.
Terry scored a touchdown.
Yes.
Harry
Harry McLaurin is him.
What a
Just
grab.
through traffic
What a grab.
over
throw.
everybody and brings this one down.
Whoa.
Just a huge start to this
Please make this.
this
please make this, please make
second
It's
half
21-21.
21-21. Scoreboard needs to get updated on my part here. Let me go ahead and just take care of that for you. It is 21-21. I'm allowing the full song to play here just because, wow. Folks, we might have ourselves a quarterback, right? That's a good one. That's a good one, Stoner. I have my own, right? Just
I think I have
absolutely.
one, too.
The dogs are worried something's wrong. I'm yelling. They're like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" This
That
is
was
absolutely
fantastic.
this is fantastic. Not much time taken off of the clock either, too. So
My life
this is a
happy.
0-0 game.
Yes, yeah. Of course you're allowed to be happy. Come on now.
We
My
want you to be happy.
It is a new game, 21-21. We got all the momentum. By the way,
Momentum in
oh, I
Washington's
can't say it.
favor. 21-21. Starting off with a 3 and out. Deron Payne just absolutely stuffing Denver. And then Sam Howell in the offense come out. Big play after big play. That's great. Yeah, director has a lot of money on this one.
Yeah.
Plus 4 points. Likes to see it. Metaphor said, I said Jahan 17 has one in, so it counts.
Has a one in
has
it.
one in it. Yeah, close. Yeah, close.
Agreed, JG. Agreed.
Has to do. Yep, have to, JG. Have to.
That was a really, really, really good throw, too, by the way.
Oh my goodness. I like I
It
said
was
that
Terry or
was
nobody.
just,
It was a dart.
it was a beautiful catch. It was a beautiful throw.
Mm-hmm.
We
seen
have not seen throws like that in Washington in a long time.
since Kirk, really. I mean, Carson had a few, but it definitely wasn't consistent. But yeah, really consistently since Kirk. That's 2 weeks in a row. Sam has thrown some darts.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Oh man! All right. I'm back, baby. Ooh, Red Rocks. That's on my bucket list right there.
Right there.
Red Rocks. That's on my bucket list. That's an amphitheater, right in the mountains.
What do you want to watch there?
I'd love to see. I can't even think of it right now. Dave Grohl. Who's Dave Grohl's?
Oh,
band?
yeah, Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. I couldn't think of Foo Fighters. I want to see Foo Fighters.
I should have gone with Nirvana just because.
And then I would have been sitting there saying, "What is it? What is it?" All right, let's go. Come on, defense.
You have to do the nose thing on the next first down because he called for a touchdown.
Yep.
Ball out of the end zone here on a Joey Sly kick. 11:47 to go in the third quarter. Just 2 quick drives for both teams here. One ended up, just look at that pass and catch. Just the anticipation, that knowing that that's the spot he's going to be. There are three Denver players, and 2 of them are trying to stop Terry McLaurin from catching that at the point of contact, and he just goes over everybody.
All right, defense
for Denver. Russell Wilson under center. He is going to hand this one away to the right-hand side.
There's Cody Barton.
Cody Barton sniffing that one out and tackling.
Pummel his ass.
2-yard gain.
Love it. God, I love Terry McLaurin. God, I love Terry McLaurin.
Terry's so good. Terry is so good. That was one of the things we had talked about with the Let's Ride crew, right? Like Terry McLaurin has good games against good.
Get him.
As Russell Wilson is under pressure, he's going to run this one to the outside. Does get pushed. Was he looking for the hold there? 1st and 10. You saw the cornerback. I didn't see the name, which is surprising because I saw the back of the jersey there. But it was like he was trying to get the holding call against him with Jerry Jeudy blocking because he had the inside track and decided not to go for it here. So it is first down for Denver. Russell Wilson looking past. Chase Young is so close there. And this is dropped by Derek Forrest. Defoe had an opportunity to catch this here.
I was like a second ahead of you, so I paused. Maybe.
Oh man! Derek Forrest should have had an interception, and his teammates know it. Emmanuel Forbes has his hands on his helmet, and just Cam Curl's jumping like, "How? How did you drop that one?" They're gonna tease him. They're gonna take a screenshot of that and put it on his locker. So 2nd and 10 here. Wilson is going to be.
Get him.
Oh, he's just going to throw this at the feet of the tight end as Chase Young again getting back there. Chase Young has been doing a good job. Not a great job, but a good job. Yeah, because look at this. He knows it's a screenplay, and Russell Wilson has nowhere to go with that.
Yep. He was kind of in between. Should I go to the receiver or should I go to Russell? And he caused enough disturbance.
Here we go. This one gonna get away, and this one is intercepted.
Get up! And then he dropped it.
His first interception. If the stands,
No.
They've ruled interception. That's what the announcer just said.
Emmanuel Forbes needs to hold on to this ball because right now it's a called interception. The ball did end up on the ground.
They're talking about it. But I think it might be that he stepped out after he intercepted it. So he's got it. Does he got it? Does he got it?
He has it. He does have
watch,
it.
right?
He
drops it, but then he gets it back.
Okay. He's out of bounds.
And he recovers it. He
had possession. So the ball's right there. The ball's right there where he touched it after he stepped out of bounds. Like right there. He's out of bounds. So he's right there. Our ball.
It has to be an interception, yeah.
Because he caught it. He picked it.
I'm going to say this has to stand, right?
Yeah. He possessed it, and he started to make a football move, which was to get up, and that's when he lost it. They're going to break. I don't know. Let me go check Twitter. It's got a little bit quicker information.
Get that information early, even though we tell people don't break it to us on the chat. We got a lot of people saying it's an interception. They believe it.
It has to be.
Everything in here says
I
interception.
nothing that was saying that should be
Still reviewing it.
Oh, what a start to the third quarter here for Washington if this interception stands.
Nothing definitive on the review, but most everybody is saying that's an interception.
I agree, Gus. Russell Wilson is rattled. He does not look comfortable in that pocket anymore. He looked like he was having fun the first 3 drives. And since then, he has been making bad decisions. He's been rushing things, and he has not looked comfortable. He absolutely looks rattled.
All right, let's see. Still maybes. That's a pick. Nothing definitive yet. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the interception. And again, I'm going to tease everybody a little bit to hit that like button if you think it was an interception.
Hey, I like that.
If you haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button if you think it's an interception here on Ref the District, or let us know in the comment section too, or do that in addition. If you've already hit the like button, tell us it's an interception in the comment section there. So we're gonna ideally go away with this as it's an interception. What does Washington do now? They just scored a touchdown on a beautiful pass to Terry McLaurin. Is this the time? It's my time to do this one, okay? As I try to get to the right one. It's time to run the ball. Okay? This is it. This is the time you do it, right? As they're still looking at it.
I haven't seen anything definitive yet.
If you call it an interception, I'm not sure you can take it away from him. As you see him secure it.
Yeah.
I'm done. Hang on.
He's still holding on to it here. And it wasn't until he starts getting up that he knocked the ball out.
Gene Steratore says interception.
All right. Yep. So this should go down as Emmanuel Forbes' first interception of his career. He almost had one to end the game against Arizona.
Stop looking at it.
I know.
Are they? I wonder if they're looking at it to determine
where
to mark it.
There.
It's got to be right because you talked about. So he's touching the ball, but he doesn't actually gain possession until he's got both feet back in. And then, if that's the case, is he allowed to be the first one to touch it? Because isn't there some silly rule like if you go out of bounds, you're not supposed to be the first person to like touch the ball or something like that?
No, I don't think so. Kime just confirmed. Ruling stands.
Ruling stands.
Yes.
This is an interception. Washington's going to get the ball back.
Now Washington.
Forbes is going to put that up on the mantle.
Yep. Can you imagine his first one is against a Hall of Famer?
Potential Hall of Famer.
Russell Wilson's first ballot. Sorry, he's first ballot.
I would say these last few years, man, he's been hurting his candidacy, but he probably will go down as a Hall of Famer here. Sam Howell is going to do a delayed handoff to Brian Robinson going on the left side. Brian Robinson is now going to get pushed forward. Sam Cosme.
Keep going. Keep going.
Pushing the way for a Washington. First down. As I accidentally also hit the fight song in there.
Oh, yeah, that's not the right one. Huh?
I got the charge there. I just happened to also get the fight song. I was like, oh, look at that. There's a little drum line going now with the charge.
14 yards on that run when he was hit at about 6 yards.
About 8 yards, yeah. Dimey Brown in motion now in slot here. Sam Howell going to hand this one off to Robinson. He's going to go to the left. He's met in the backfield. He fights his way forward.
All right. A couple.
This is Brian Robinson territory. 2nd and 8. This is what you guys want, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Run to the left. Run to the right. Run to the left again.
Brian Robinson, 8 carries for 42 yards right now. The team, 11
HT talking about it. He just falls forward every time he gets the ball.
All right. Come on now.
Ball
Second.
at the 29-yard line of Denver. 2nd and 8 here.
Throw it.
Sam Howell looking to pass. He does dump this off to
Gibson.
Gibby.
Antonio Gibson. Looks like it was a catch. They're going to mark this as a catch. Good. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
I want him to do that earlier. If you don't have your first read and you definitely don't have your second read, dump it. Give Gibson a chance, because by the time you're looking, you don't have much of a chance anymore. But so now you got a 3rd and 3. Big play here. Big, massive, huge monster play.
The broadcast mentioning what I had mentioned earlier. These are 2 teammates, 2 friends going up against each other. Sam Howell's going to pass here on 3rd and 3. Sam Howell is strip sacked, but Washington gets on that ball.
Now you're at a 57, 58 yarder. Are you going to try it?
So ended up not going Washington's way on that that 3rd down.
You gotta feel that. You got to feel that, Sam. You got to feel that pressure right there.
So Wiley getting beat to the outside. Curtis Samuel's on the ground there during that. So Sam Howell, he's got to feel. Sam Howell's got to do a job. They are going to attempt a 59-yarder. Ball is up. Ball is away. This is going to be wide right.
Oh, God.
Oh, at least it bounced to a Commanders fan wearing an RG3 jersey.
So they get the ball at midfield. This is one of those momentum changers, right? We talked about it when Jamin forced that fumble in the first half. We said this could be a momentum changer, and it did. Well, when you get that interception and then you stop Washington, and then they come out and try to kick a 59-yarder and they don't get it, and now Denver gets the ball at midfield. Now they're feeling good about themselves because they got a huge stop on D and they get it right at midfield. This could change the momentum back to
defense. Definitely going to have to bring it here again for Washington. I wasn't a fan of a 59-yard attempt.
No.
I'm surprised. Normally, I know the altitude plays a little bit of a part, right? Because normally we've seen Ron Rivera just go ahead and punt that one away, like when it would be maybe a 53-yard attempt. He'll choose to just pin it back for the defense. So it's interesting to see him go for the 59-yarder. Going back to what made it a 59-yarder, you said that Sam Howell's got to feel it. Yes, Sam Howell also has to step up in the pocket. If he steps up in that pocket, he doesn't get strip sacked.
Yep.
He still might not complete it, and he still might get taken down, but at the very minimum, it wasn't a strip sack as Wiley was beat out on the right-hand side, and Wiley's just going to keep pushing that guy as deep as he can. Yep. And so if you step up into the pocket, you give Wiley the opportunity to get that guy away from you and have time. But yeah, Curtis Samuel getting knocked down. I think that was friendly fire is what it looked like.
Yeah, him and Diami ran into each other.
What do you guys think, EP? What did you think about the call to run a pass play on 3rd and 3?
Oh, stupid.
Don't get me started. Don't ask me that question.
Go ahead,
she just simply said it was stupid. Not even going to elaborate for me. So why don't you elaborate for her, Stoner?
Stupid.
Thank you.
There's my elaboration.
Thank you.
I mean, you had a lot of success
a short
running the ball. You had a lot of success running the ball.
Why not continue?
Just keep running the ball until they stop it.
That was a horrible run.
So how many? So that doesn't count as a sack when they strip the ball.
No, that should be a strip sack.
It should be, but it's still only showing 3 sacks for Denver. It should be 4, but whatever.
It's tie game here in the third quarter. 7:32 left to go. Washington missed it, so it's a 49. The ball is at the 49. Russell Wilson under center. He is going to fake the handoff. He has some time. Now he's under pressure. He's going to dump this one off. 2 Washington players are right there. Cody Barton's going to stick in the tackle. Cam Curl's also in on there to stop Samaje Perine.
Who also played at OU.
Another OU player.
Come on, defense.
Defense
Stand
needing
up
to keep
here.
this up here, holding Denver to 2 yards over their last 4 possessions. 2nd and 4.
Mm.
This is a quick handoff, almost met in the backfield. It is still met in the backfield and pushed out of bounds as Mims
Wow.
Jr.
He still did a nice job of getting a couple yards out of that.
Yeah, Mims Jr. picking up a few yards on that to bring up 3rd and short. He was almost met in the backfield, like 6 yards deep, met in the backfield 2 yards deep, and still made positive yardage.
Mm-hmm. He had two defenders were right in front of him, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he still snuck through there for an extra couple of yards. 3rd and 2, huge play. Just like the 3rd down play in the last drive was huge. This is massive. Chase is in there. Montez. Abdullah Anderson in for
up. Chase Young is going to be blocked. This one is going to be complete here. And our linebackers are quick to tackle Sutton, but Sutton does get a first down for Denver.
That's like the play in the first half that eventually went for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing a zone, and they just came right across the middle.
Yep, Cody
The
Barton.
linebackers are not, you can't handle that. I mean, no linebackers can handle that. No defense can handle that if you got a guy in the middle just standing flat-footed and a guy's running across. You got to get the pressure on the quarterback to not give him time to see that.
Little shift there by the defense, a fake handoff. Chase is going to be pushed out wide. This is dumped off to P. Ryan.
2 guys there.
P. Ryan is going to work his way up for a first down.
Again, there was 2 guys there that were in position to make the tackle, and P. Ryan did a nice job of getting through both of them all the way for another first down. Yeah, Chase. This was shades of 2 years ago. Chase just ran himself right out of the play. Can't do that.
2nd and 1, so they did not give the first down.
Mm.
It was going to be a quick handoff, quick
That's
tackle, but a first down for Denver nonetheless. Burton on the carry. Don't sound so deflated.
No, this is a drive. You could feel that momentum shift on that missed kick. And now they're moving it. After all that great defense for the last few drives, now all of a sudden Denver's got a huge drive going, and they got first down at the 18-yard line.
Wilson gets this pass away. Sutton met by Cody Barton.
A gain of 4.
Looking for an extra place to place her drink. I'm not sure I like how she decided to place it. I can just hold on to it.
It's okay.
All right. 2nd and 6 now for Denver.
So what does that mean? They're at the 14? And they're obviously in field goal range already, but we need a turnover.
Ball is right about that 14-yard line, like you mentioned, Stoner. So motion here is going to be a handoff to the left-hand side. Samaje P. Ryan taken down by Cody Barton after a short gain.
Be 3rd and 1, though.
Good job by Samaje P. Ryan, kind of carving himself out a role with a couple of
Heck
teams after leaving Washington.
Heck yeah, he's a nice
3rd and 2.
Super Bowl winner? Or no, Super Bowl. No, he played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, played in the Super Bowl.
Or
and they
played on a Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
but
3 for 7 is Denver here and on 3rd down. Washington needs to make it 3 for 8 as they shift things around there on the defensive line. Russell Wilson try to pass this one. They bold rush him. They've got him dead to right. Chase Young with the sack.
Yeah! Chase! Welcome to 2023, Chase.
About time.
Huge play.
Chase Young staying in with this one as coverage was really good. And Russell Wilson had nowhere to go. He gets bull rushed by Jonathan Allen. He tries that backhanded play there, and Chase Young stays with it and trips up Russell Wilson. Bringing up 4th and 5. This is a field goal attempt, and this one is made
All right. You got to be happy with that.
I will take that. I will take that as Denver does go up 24-21, 2:11 left to go here in the third quarter now. Washington able to move the ball a little bit and then get stalled out. A fumble by Sam Howell causes them to attempt a 59-yarder. They miss it.
Correct.
This drive, they need to do something different. HT says, run. First sack in the last 701 days.
Wow.
That is a stat.
By my math, it's almost 2 years.
Yeah. It's almost a full 2 years since his last sack. Just shy of
I was still in college back then. Jeez, it was so long ago.
No, they weren't writing the stone tablets. Chase Young's not that old.
Okay.
This one's going to get kicked out of the end zone, of course. So,
how'd you get so far ahead of me?
No, I didn't. I'm just calling it as it is.
Oh, you just predicted. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah, that's the guy's at the 5 yard line.
Let me see.
Next gen stats. Air yards today, behind the line of scrimmage, 5 of 6, short 10 to 14, intermediate 4 of 6, deep 2 of 2.
Wow.
With a touchdown, 65 yards there.
Well, his current stats are 21 of 33 for 212 and 2 touchdowns. So yes, he has been sacked 4 times, so they updated it.
Yep. So that was a strip sack. So here we go.
Right.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Sam Howell is going to fake the handoff, spin away from trouble, and just get away. Thank you. Smart play.
Flag.
They are going to throw a couple flags out here.
Downfield, blocking downfield, pass interference.
It looked like Washington was moving forward, but now it looks like it's against Washington. They're going to replay the first down.
Yeah, offensive interference or something. That's what I think. Because the 3 guys were blocking downfield.
Yep. They're anticipating the
that's weird.
Pass interference on offense. Jahan Dotson getting called with it, which, like you said, they were anticipating the throw, so they were already blocking.
All 3 of them seem to be blocking.
They're out of trouble there.
I don't know what that play was, but
yeah,
they're in trouble now.
Yeah, Pat Surtain almost getting a sack there.
It was supposed to be a quick screen.
Quick pass to Terry McLaurin, who's going to get to about the 20-yard line there, just past the 20-yard line. Going to bring up second down and 14. Yeah. Mathis has been getting abused.
Now, that was not a good throw. It was an okay throw, but he kind of left Terry.
Yeah, if Terry can stay upright, that could have been different. We've seen Sam Howell throw passes that way, but
all right, second and 15.
Second and 15. They did mark it at the 20.
Come on.
Sam Howell's going to throw this one again, and there's the penalty on Surtain. And Terry McLaurin's
there it is.
You bear hugged me.
He did. He said, you bear hugged me.
He's like, come on. Yeah. So this will be a first down by penalty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So here we go. Oh, yeah. So Pat Surtain just holding on to Terry McLaurin here. I'm not sure why he thinks that I think he's like, I put my hands up right afterwards. Like
that was going to make it any better.
Mm-hmm. So. But that's a huge first down. That would have been 3rd and 15.
Yep. So
hey,
here we go.
Running the ball.
There
you go. Oh my God.
Here's the run to the left. Brian Robinson's going to find him. Brian Robinson's going to stay upright, get Curtis Samuel to block for him. Still moving the chains there.
Nice.
That is a Washington
First down. Nice run. Sorry, I was ahead of you.
Yeah, you were.
Paused
just
it
a little bit.
I paused it.
Big time run here by Brian Robinson as he finally finds an open hole. Great downfield blocking by Curtis Samuel.
Good
Brian
enough.
Robinson is just a hard guy to take down. And when you get him on defensive backs, it is going to be just a different ball game there. 10 for 71 rushes and rushing yards.
Oh, not good.
Sam Howell, it looks like a RPO, and Sam Howell kind of hesitated. Ends up giving the ball to Brian Robinson. This is a tackle for loss here. But you see Sam Howell almost didn't want to give it away because he was just like, oh, this guy is going to eat this.
Yep.
Yeah, he wanted to take that back. And if he had, he probably would have had some running room with everybody coming in on B-Rob.
So that was a tackle for 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14 now for Washington, and they are going to bring this one to the fourth quarter. We're going to bring you a message from Don't Sleep.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
Don't Sleep Energy, the official energy drink of Ref the District. Don't sleep, be great. Absolutely. Yeah, don't sleep on Washington, says Metaphor. Those guys are pumped up. We're pumped up here. It is the fourth quarter, and I need to actually, you guys, no one told me.
Hey,
Oh,
I got to reset timeouts. I'm down on the thing. Guys, we got a fancy scoreboard. You guys got to keep me honest. I don't have to take 10 minutes to update things. It's a simple click here. Trying to get that. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the team stats through three quarters. If you didn't know the score and you looked at the team stats through three quarters, you think Washington is dominating this game. They lead 19-12 in first downs. Total yards 278 to 261. Now that's not domination, but they still have more yards. And the big one is time of possession, 26-19. They're dominating this game. Penalties are about the same, but those plays in that first half, those two big plays, especially the one big one, the long touchdown, what was that, 65 yards, something like that?
75-yarder, one pass for 75 yards to Mims Jr. This is actually kind of funny that this is happening a little bit to me, because on Friday, I'm calling the game for the Garber Wolverines, and I was talking in the booth with how the first half went for the two teams, Drum Right, Tornadoes being the other team. Give them a shout out as well. But it was Drum Right was being very explosive, and Garber was kind of just having these sustained drives. And I talked to one of, I think it was actually at the end of the first quarter, because it was a high scoring game. But I said, I'd much rather have an offense that has sustained drives, because that tells me the offense is moving the right way, because explosive plays are so volatile. They're very hit and miss. And so you can't sustain big pass. You're not going to have every pass play go for 75 yards. Here we go with a screenplay for Antonio Gibson. He's finding himself to space here. He's in the open road. He's got to keep moving.
Yes!
That is Antonio Gibson, folks. That is why I'm still a fan of Antonio Gibson, as it's a Washington
First down.
Antonio Gibson in space is a weapon. Gets a good block from Zeke Charles. He cuts this into the middle of the field and picks up some serious yardage to give a first down in the red zone for Washington.
All right, come on.
Ball at the 14-yard line. Sam Howell looking to pass this one. He's going across the middle. This one's to Cole Turner, who's going to fight his way for another Washington first down.
Let's go. Real quick, Yam
No.
asked this, and we didn't answer him before. He asked about Don't Sleep as a local company. Yes, it is local to the DMV.
It is a DMV company. That's one of the reasons why we love them.
Yep.
We love supporting local. We know we have some non-local sponsors, but this is one of our favorites because they're good people and they are local. Hey, TJ, he is not Gibby. That was an Antonio Gibson
All
play.
right.
As it's 1st and goal now. Brian Robinson in for Washington. Looks like they got Chris Rodriguez acting as a fullback. Brian Robinson is in for the Washington touchdown. Play the music.
Hail Victor.
Yeah, we missed it a little bit. We're awful, guys. We're gonna spend some time rehearsing. For all DC. Just look at this blocking, this run blocking. You said it, Stoner, right? They love to run block. Look at this push that they get against Denver and the wide, not a wide open hole, but a strong enough hole to get that touchdown.
Nice. Washington with their first lead of the game.
Yep, as this one does make it through the uprights.
Nice.
So here
And,
we go, 7 points. It's now 28-24. Washington.
and they are now more than a field goal ahead. That extra point is huge because now Denver has to score a touchdown to take the lead rather than a field goal.
Terry
Great drive.
McLaurin, but Sam Howell still chasing history. Needs one rushing touchdown. But I tell you what, I'm sure he much rather just have the W.
I've forgotten how they started that drive. Wait, Denver kicked a field goal, right?
Denver kicked a
Off
field
of
goal,
a touchback or whatever.
and it was
right?
off a touchback. So at the 25,
75-yard drive.
they did
Great
get a
drive.
first down off of the penalty. Pat
that's
Surtain holding on to Terry
Oh,
McLaurin.
yeah. That's right. That was in the third
And then
quarter.
from
Okay.
there, that was probably the
Shoot.
they had, I think, one negative play that drive.
Yeah, the botched RPO.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that holding or pass interference, whatever they called on Surtain, that was huge. It
Yeah,
would have been 3rd and 15. And instead they got an automatic first down and then moved it right down the field. Big play by Gibby. By the way, the last couple of screens that this team has run have been pretty successful, at least that they've completed.
Who did you call him? How did you call him?
Gibby.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was Antonio Gibson.
No, that was Gibby still. He doesn't get his nickname back until he proves he's not going to fumble the ball.
What?
One carry, one play doesn't allow his nickname.
No. On good plays, he's Antonio Gibson. On bad plays, he's Gibby.
All right.
Really, he's only Gibby if he fumbles the ball.
Okay.
That was Antonio Gibson out there with a big
Fair enough.
screenplay to put Washington into the red zone. Cole Turner moving the ball a little bit further, and then Brian Robinson closing the deal for the Washington Commanders as they are now up. First lead of the game, Stoner mentioned, 28-24.
Nobody had 28-24.
Right?
And we still got an entire
This
quarter.
was supposed to be a low scoring game. If you took the
Yeah.
over, you won like 3 quarters ago.
I know, right? By the way, Washington rushing now, 15 carries for 95 yards.
Yeah.
So, meaning they're obviously doing extremely well on the ground.
Absolutely.
And 12 of those, B-Rob is responsible for 12 for 69. So he's having a really good day. Keep feeding him.
The only reason why he has less than 70, by the way, is because that failed RPO. But EE mentioning it here exactly, right? One carry made him Gibby, so one play made him Gibson again.
There you go.
That's actually fair.
That's
That's
fair.
actually fair.
Kick is out of the end
That's a
zone as
point.
expected. That's a point.
That went through.
Maybe we need a sub game. Anytime it goes through the uprights, we do a shot or something, or we do a jig because we're not really
EP,
heavy.
what's a jig? What's a jig?
A
We could
dance.
dance.
Yeah, I'd rather
I'm
take
not
a
old enough
shot.
to know what that means.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I thought that was some kid slang. I didn't know that he like actually. Why don't
Yeah.
you say every time they kick it through, we do the waltz?
I still call
We
it
do the
call it lingo. So like I'm not even up there as Russell Wilson fakes the handoff, gets this
Oh.
one. Was knocked by Forbes, but looks
Yeah,
like they're gonna call a defensive hold.
Yeah, on the cut that Judy made, it looked like he grabbed him. I hope it's holding. That's only 5 yards.
Should be hold. It should be hold.
Holding it.
Or illegal contact. Oh, he actually got what? Oh, hands to the face is all he got. Oh, he definitely held him too. Grabbed his jersey.
Yeah, grab the
didn't
face
see him
mask,
holding his-
grab the jersey, but Forbes was right there. So they
So
are.
that's good. Only 5 yarder.
Yep, only 5 yards. 1st and 10. His teammates talking him up. Let him know, hey, it's all right.
So he's out. Wondering who's in then.
This is where we've seen a little bit of Percy Butler action.
Yeah.
I think that might be at the top of your screen here, as it is a run play. This one's not going to go very far, as Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, and as mentioned, Percy Butler in there to help clean things up. Percy Butler getting a lot more action than he did last season. This is his 2nd season here, and a lot of people had some high praise for him and thought that he was going to be an instant impact player, even as a 4th round rookie. Didn't really see that. Now we're actually seeing him get the field a lot. So total yards this half, 138, only 39 for Denver here as it's 2nd and 9. Russell Wilson's going to try to pass this one. Middle goes away.
Miss.
This one is defended by Cam Curl, and Deron Payne is standing next to a Russell Wilson who's on the ground.
Good all the way around. Got a nice hit on Russell. Nice defense by Cam Curl. It's now 3rd and 9. I love it. I wish I had taken
down conversions here. 3 for 8.
I wish I had taken a picture of the halftime stats because I can never find those anywhere. Drives me crazy that nobody lists stats by the half.
By half. I'm sure we can find a place, or somebody let us know if you can find a place here. All right, defense. Let's go. 3rd and 9. Russell Wilson in shotgun, ball at the 31-yard line. He is going to look to pass. He's going to be chased. He pulls this one off, and it hits the yard marker as Cody Barton is in on the pressure here. 4th down coming up. This is going to be a punt. Love to see it.
A lot of time left. You definitely got
a lot of time left. Look at this pressure that Washington brings here. As Deron Payne is chasing him, and Cody Barton finishes it. Here's the punt. Jamison Crowder,
you got plenty of room
to field this one. He is going to go forward. He does get tackled after making a few yards. There is a penalty flag.
That was the guy on the side again. So
did Denver go out of bounds? Denver player go out of bounds on their own?
Or blocked him in the back, something. It was before Crowder caught it. So he doesn't have his hat. Oh, it's going in Washington's direction. I think it's a personal foul if they don't come back. Isn't it?
Waiting for it. So we've got a injured Denver player here on the field. See if the broadcast goes commercial. It does. And so this is a good time for you to hear from Don't Sleep.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Guster! Just that's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't Sleep makes you great. Let's go.
fantastic work by Stoner on that Don't Sleep Energy
Hey, thanks, man.
ad there. So, I mean, outside of we need to teach the man how to pour a glass, just absolutely fantastic work. So, if you are looking for something like that, hit us up on our DMs at Ref the District, and we'll talk to you about what we can do to promote your business here on Ref the District. But Don't Sleep Energy, one of our DMV organizations or companies that support us and we support them. They believe in us and we believe in Don't Sleep Energy. Make sure you have don'tsleepenergy.com. Use the code district there. But yeah, fantastic job, Sonia. I mean, that thing's so clean. Fantastic job. Washington has the lead. Gonna get the ball back here, Stoner. But what did you find out for us during that ad for Don't Sleep?
Didn't see anything about the penalty, so I'm not sure what's doing here. Don't know. So sorry. I tried to look. I didn't see
I was about to say, I saw you in the backstage area looking it up. I thought maybe you'd have it. Metaphor is asking, do you have Commander's gold walls?
They are actually, and we actually have like burgundy trim in the house. Nice. So we actually kind of have burgundy gold in the living room. Here we go.
So here we go. The penalty did go against Denver, it looks like.
5-yarder. So that's good field position, though. Nice job by Jameson Crowder. Catch the ball, get upfield a little bit. So they're going to start at the 36-yard line.
Start at the 36 with 12:22 to go here.
RTDB, run the damn ball. Let's go.
Sam Howell and shotgun. Bates moving out to the right-hand side. Sam Howell fakes it to Robinson. Rolls out to the right. Sam Howell stopping, planting. Now he's going to go into the middle. He does slide after a gain of about 2 yards. Maybe they'll give him 3, but usually they give that at the start of the slide.
Yep.
Just some so good passes here. It's so good to see.
It's so different than the pylon diver, the way he threw the ball. It's just different, man. It's just different.
Sam Howell 24 for 36, 265 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's in shotgun on 2nd and 8. He does hand this off to Brian Robinson, who fails to get to the line of scrimmage here. So we'll bring up 3rd and long.
Hang on.
Washington looking to go 2-0 for the first time in more than a decade.
They're just talking about how Ron loved Sam so much in those joint practices against Baltimore. And that gave him all the confidence in him. But
yeah, that's weeks ago.
Yep.
Somebody hurt here on 3rd and 8.
Somebody's hurt for Washington. Ron's out on the field.
Ooh, that is not good.
Yeah, it's not good when the coach goes out to the field. So somebody's definitely hurt.
Eric Bieniemy talking with that's Cosme being escorted off.
Cosme.
He looks like he's doing fine.
So who's coming in?
Missed some time.
You think Stromberg will be in at right guard for this critical 3rd and 8? Oh, Lord. Lord, help me. Bring in a rookie. 3rd and 8 to play right guard.
Let's see if we can't spot it here.
It looks like him, yeah.
It does look like it might be Ricky Stromberg. 3rd round pick for Washington as Curtis Samuel is in motion, ends up in the slot here.
I'm going to watch Stromberg
in the backfield. Sam Howell is going to spin out of this one. He's going to fight his way forward. We do have a flag.
Where's the flag? By the way, Stromberg was really good on that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this one's going to go against Washington.
Way downfield.
This is against Denver. So this is going to be a first down by penalty. This happened the last drive. Washington unable to convert the 3rd down, but Fabian Monroe with the Moreau.
Yeah.
Hey, if we can call Gibby for messing up
Monroe.
We can call him Monroe here. Oh yes, he has Curtis Samuel's hip there. I will say that was probably a little ticky tacky.
Yeah, it's a little ticky tacky.
First and 10 here. as the handoff goes to Brian Robinson up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage and only going to get a couple yards. Brian Robinson mad at himself.
By the way, Cosme was back in on that play. So strong.
The way he walked off the field, I imagined it was only going to be for a couple of plays. Sam Cosme has had issues, staying on the field. Last season, he did a lot of rotating at the right tackle position. Now they moved him inside the guard, and he is a very athletic guard. I love seeing him there. King Kobe, we love all of our Commanders fans as well. Let's get loud here on 2nd and 8 as Sam Howell does get this one out to Brian Robinson with two blockers ahead of him. The deep Charles falls, and that is about the only thing that was going to stop Brian Robinson, as that is a Washington
first down. Caught him on a blitz. Great job by Sam Howell to be patient and let that rush get to him. A lot of guys will kind of freak out and throw it early, throw it into the ground. Space.
And seriously, Sadiq Charles is falling over.
Charles and Cosme, they fell over each other.
I love that. Let's definitely try to get back to that one. I want to get really close there. Sam Cosme comes up and he looks back at Charles like, dude, what the heck? You tripped us up.
Yep, he did.
Howell back to pass, in the middle of the field. This one's going to be complete. That's Pringle sighting.
Hey, welcome to 2023, Byron Pringle. Let's go.
Who the heck?
Maybe remember we were
5 getting some action now.
Remember we were talking about the Giants won. Unbelievable.
Giants came back and are going to win the game against Arizona.
Wow.
Remember we were talking about doing all of Chase plays. Maybe you know what we do? Let's do all the screen plays on offense.
That might be something exciting to do here. All right, Sam Howell under shotgun, having Jahan Dotson in motion, hands the ball off to Antonio Gibson, who falls his way forward for Washington.
First down. That's only the second time Sam's been under center, and both times have been handoffs.
Good job blocking on the line. Gibson able to avoid that first tackle there by Cooper. Pushes his way forward, gets the first down for Washington. 8:15 and counting here. This drive over 4 minutes long. 4 rushes, 2 passes, 41 yards. Washington with a 4-point lead here. Almost in the red zone. Ball is at the 23.5-yard line. Sam Howell is in shotgun, calls for the ball. Looks this one out, passes it, does get complete.
Oh, what a catch.
Too close.
De'Ami Brown again getting involved. Brown is somebody I called out at the beginning of the season. I think this guy is ready to be wide receiver 3. And Curtis Samuel's no slouch, but having both of them show up and show out is a great thing for Washington.
But what a catch. That was behind De'Ami, and as he's falling to the ground, he reached behind him and caught it. That's huge. Clock still running.
Yep.
Now you got a 2nd and 1. The
The whole playbook is open.
Yes, sir.
Go for the end zone. Sam Howell's going to hand this one off to Brian Robinson. He's got himself some space. He kicks this one off to the left.
Get hands up!
Run the damn ball! Run the damn ball! Run the damn ball!
The Commanders.
Hail victory!
Woo! To the Commanders. Fight for OTC.
Wow.
Look at this run here. Brian Robinson's going to start this one off to his right, bounces this one out to the left, jumps over the first guy. Second guy can't bring him down, and he finds himself in the end zone here. The kick is good, and I am delayed on putting in the points here. Washington now up 35-24, just like we all predicted.
35.
When's the last time, Gus Bus, we know you're watching, you're our stat guy. When is the last time Washington scored 35 points?
Yeah. And if it's possible, it would be even tougher to find it, but all offensive points.
All offensive points. Yeah, it'd be a little bit
not a defensive TD or anything. 20
They
for
absolutely come back in this.
20 rushes for 120 yards for Washington, 6 yards per carry, 15 for 86 for B-Rob and 2 touchdowns. He now has 3 touchdowns on the year because he had a receiving touchdown last week.
Mm-hmm. He is single-handedly putting me over you in fantasy, by the way.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's on your fantasy team.
27
Oh,
points.
fumble the ball, B-Rob.
Fantasy. 2 touchdowns, 86 yards there has put me as an 83% favorite over Stoner. Just wanted to look that one up as the ball goes out of the end zone. Yeah, now I could bring all the fantasy updates because now I actually have reason to cheer this on.
Right. You got a reason to bring him up.
Is November 14th against the Eagles.
November 14th against the Eagles. So just last season.
32 against 32 to 21.
So that's 32. When's the last time they scored 35 points?
Oh, 35 would have been the Washington Redskins against the New York Giants in 2019.
Not that long ago. It just feels like forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially these drives that are just passing, running.
See,
By
no
the way,
one
another
outscoring Denver 32-3 since the second quarter here.
Wow.
1st and 10 for Denver, fakes the handoff. Wilson dumps this into the middle. Cody Barton is going to try to bring this one down, but it is going to be a first down for Denver.
Yeah, you remember it was 21-3 and we were all ready to throw in the towel. So since then, 32-3.
I said that they needed to answer. That's all I said. You can let that game get out of hand real quick here. 2nd and 1, so it's not a first down for Denver. Looked like it was going to be. Russell Wilson's going to take this one under center.
And 2nd and 1, yeah, they just need to get a first down here. Pitch back.
Let's get pitched out. Met right at the line. It'll be interesting to see. Montez Sweat was right there.
That's first down, but that's it. They got the 1 yard, and that's it.
First down with the previous one. We'll see if they finally do give it to him because Montez Sweat sheds this block and just stuffs.
2020 Thanksgiving blowout against Dallas. Remember that?
Yeah,
I think
that was 41-16. That was,
but I think they had defensive touchdowns on that, especially at the end of the game, the very last play or whatever. I think
so they did get the first down.
Two-Hill, maybe. Denver
has Judy in motion. Russell Wilson going to squeeze up, looking to pass, does get this one off, and almost intercepted by Emmanuel Forbes.
Forbes talking to him. Yeah, you keep doing that. See what happens.
He knew exactly where that ball was supposed to go, and he was right there. That's what that length is going to do for Washington.
Very impressed with that. I was going to say kid. He's not a kid.
Young man.
He's a kid. He's 22, 23. He's a kid. But
EP and I aren't that much older than him.
Yeah, y'all are a generation older.
We would probably have graduated high school, or like a kid would have graduated high school. This pass does get complete, so all for not there on the good breakup here. Sutton with the first down catch for Denver.
Only 5.5 minutes left, and it's a 2-score game. One of our survivor picks, Dallas, is going to win. So we won that survivor pick.
49ers looked like they were up late.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Russell Wilson back to pass. Has some time. He's now under pressure. He's going to lunge his way forward for about a yard. Chasey Two-Hill, Anderson and company all in there for Washington to pressure him.
Not a sack, but still, they got 1 yard and the clock keeps moving.
This will put them at about the 44-yard line of Washington's. Mims Jr. in motion out into the slot. Cody Barton is in on him. The ref is coming up to let Washington have the opportunity to sub if they want, because that was a sub in. Russell Wilson flushed out of the pocket, open in the middle, does eventually slide. Washington smartly does not try to take him out. Wide open middle of the field here for Russell Wilson.
Oh, that's what happened.
Anderson getting pushed out and Cam Curl being led out off the middle by the wide receiver.
Haven't seen much of Jonathan Allen today. But that could be because he's getting a lot of double teams.
He has been getting a lot of double teams on that Deron Payne drive. He was there's Casey Two-Hill almost bringing down Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson get knocked,
pummeled, absolutely pummeled by Jamin Davis.
Made him pay for holding on to that ball.
Welcome to the NFL, Jamin Davis.
The Russell Wilson being helped up by his teammates on that one because he got rocked.
Pummeled. With a B. Pummeled.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Great job by Casey Two-Hill for nearly getting that sack and causing Russell Wilson to flush out here. We see Chase Young in at right edge. He's going to play this one slow. Russell Wilson has some time to dump this one off. Cody Barton
that clock moving.
Benjamin St. Juste is a player we haven't heard a lot called in on the tackle. There is a flag.
They hit Russell.
Is he going to call it late hit?
It's on defense for sure.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Yep, Chase Young getting some late action.
That's the second roughing the passer we've gotten. Right, on Washington. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, come on. He took one step, and he pushed him.
I think that's a makeup call for the Fabian Moreau.
I'm okay with that, by the way. That's not a dumb penalty. That's just a ticky-tack to me. So I'm okay with that.
Continue to make Russell Wilson feel uncomfortable, though. The ball is at the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
And they did get to stop the clock because of the penalty.
3 minutes and 37 seconds left here. Empty backfield for Denver. Lots of time for Russell. Does get this one away.
That tackle, nice tackle.
In on the tackle.
Only about 2 yards.
Yep. Excellent job by Benjamin St. Juste.
If they're going to score here, make them, just keep bleeding that clock and keep bleeding that clock. If they're going to score, you want a turnover if you can here.
I would love a turnover.
2nd and 6. Jerry Jeudy is in and is in that slot area. Chase Young in at edge. He is going to push. Russell Wilson gets this one away. Ajay Piron. They keep him in bounds and short of the line to gain here. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Clock's still moving.
Clock is still moving. Denver is getting back to the line here. They've got 1 yard gain. They are down by 11 points.
Do they kick a field goal here if they don't get it?
They have to.
I think
they need a field goal and a touchdown.
Russell Wilson's going to carry this one forward for a Denver first down, and now it is a goal line stand.
But by the way, I'm okay with that. More clock. Clock still going.
Keeps ticking.
I think they called a timeout.
Clock is now stopped. We'll see what they're going to put on. It's 2:21 or 2:22 on the clock.
Payne's hurt.
Yep.
A couple of guys are down. And Allen. Payne and Allen are.
Oh, no.
Payne specifically
Payne
is still
is writhing there. We are going to take a Broncos timeout away. Oh, no. The clock is stopped.
It might be injury timeout. Let's see where Payne is. By the way, that was Jamin Davis getting in there for that. It's just... Ooh, he's in his leg, yeah.
He's wincing. Deron Payne is wincing as he leaves the
crap.
He's mad.
All right. I think he's all right.
I think he'll be fine. It'd be nice to have him here on this goal line stand.
You'd have Abdullah Anderson, Ridgeway, Payne, Sweat, and Chase. Okay, there's the clock going again.
Yep, clock's going again here.
Take down 2-minute warning, please.
First
like that
goal.
You stop here to keep that clock.
Is at like the 1.5 yard line here. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass.
Get him!
And he is going to get.
Oh my God! Almost had it.
Anderson almost with the interception as Chase Young and Montez Sweat were dragging down Russell Wilson.
They might have got it. I thought maybe they got his face mask too, but Luckily, there's no flag,
Yeah, 'cause
but I love it.
Russell Wilson just
Almost
barely
got an interception.
able to get this one away. Clock is stopped at 2:02 as Chase Young was just trying to get there.
Nope.
And
Ooh, can we
My-
look at that? Was his knee down before he got rid of the ball?
we are going to,
They are. They ruled him down. That's a
ruled-
sack.
Stop it.
I think I heard him say they ruled him down. Oh yeah. That
So
wasn't
let's
his face
watch
mask.
this here.
Watch his knee.
That's
Yeah.
down.
He's
He is
down. That's a
That
sack.
is- That is a sack by Montez Sweat. And he'll hit the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
Yep. Huge. Yep. 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to go
Wow.
here as Washington leads the Denver Broncos 35-24. You're watching Ref the District. If you're one of the people still tuning in right now, and there's 200 of you, make sure you hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
As we're liking what we're seeing here from Montez Sweat. Chase Young was getting in the action as well. Anderson was there. Of course, he's damn sacked. Russell Wilson was sacked, but it was nice to see Anderson getting in, and that play was not going to go anywhere regardless.
That was a creepy commercial.
B wasn't a big fan of the commercial on the screen
Ugh.
here.
Who wasn't?
We might this is a huge goal line stand coming up here.
What was that?
Stoner cheering.
I was just looking at an analytic that I'll pass
Share
on
with
to you
us
all
right
later.
now. We got time.
Well, it's a inside analytic,
Okay.
Oh.
not a game analytic.
All right. We'll let that one slide. Stoner getting excited. We're all getting excited. We've got plenty of people in here.
Maybe you guys already did this while I was peeking.
Yeah, P-Dub there. Always like first, comment second. That's great. Great advice there from P-Dub, longtime fan. Quantum Cranky, love you from Ghana. We love you too,
Wow.
Quantum. We love all of our fans. We love our Washington Commanders here as they look to beat Denver and start 2-0 for the first time more than a decade. Stephen Hughes, let's go Washington.
But we have to.
How about this from JG, by the way?
JG, my local CBS, has picked up the game, but I'm still listening to you guys. Love it.
Aw.
We'll see. I'll try to give a some kind of indicator of when we're on. You can sync up and watch it as we're calling. That's always fun. So that way, again, you mute the broadcast, listen to us. We try to give our best play-by-play and commentary.
I
There's a lot
gotta
of
give
everybody.
I gotta give Director 97 a little shine. He's been putting his stuff out here the whole game. So
Yeah, director having some big time money on there. +4. So he's director is definitely hoping for a big time goal line stand here, keeping that one undefeated. We
appreciate
are
you,
here we
Bryce,
go.
in from Facebook.
They are going to call that
Did
one
he-
a Chase Young. This
Oh,
one's comes back from
come
2-minute
on.
warning
Was it
right at the
Chase?
snap. Chase Young
Was it
jumps
Chase?
and they're going to go ahead and give them 5 yards back.
But did they
Robert
jump?
Rivera and company. Yeah, I think that's what they did. I think the offensive line purposely moved here, or
That's
somebody moved from Denver because Chase Young starts moving, and they just that's
That's
an
crappy.
awful call.
The lineman didn't false start.
No, he
No.
When
pointed.
he got back.
Yeah,
That's
that
not
was
fair.
Before it
that was a
even
bad.
done.
Or
So
whatever.
the ball
Only
is
half
gonna move
for
forward.
distance.
Now it's at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is
Whoa.
This is a dead play.
Yeah,
Why?
The refs were moving up to stop the play.
yeah, to allow for subs or something.
Oh,
Yeah, he was moving in to keep him from snapping it. So it's dead play.
But I love it. It's just like I love the sportsmanship, right? Chase Young bats that one away. It's just like in basketball when there's like a timeout and like the defending team or the away team tries to just like shoot the basket to get in the rhythm and you still block
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You don't want
Goal.
you don't want to see it go into the basket, regardless
That's
if it counts or not.
All right, here we go. You got to keep them using clock or timeouts, whichever. So you don't want them to score here
no.
right away.
I think Sean Payton is going to dial up a pass play for Russell Wilson. We'll see if Washington can get home. Chase Young is still in the game.
Come on.
Russell Wilson is
Get
going to
him.
look to pass. He does get this one away, and it just fires through everybody. 3 seconds off the clock, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's underrated too. It's now 3rd down. That was not a first down play. I don't know, that he was wide open. It was just a bad throw from Russell.
Yep.
He was wide open. He just threw it too early, too hard, whatever.
Trotman not able to bring that. Well, Trotman definitely should have had that one, but wasn't expecting it. So we got 3rd and goal. Washington.
Let's intercept
We have
this.
Jerry Jeudy in motion. P. Ryan in at running back.
Intercept.
Wilson
Intercept.
looking to pass this
Take
one.
him
Wilson
out.
under
Take him
pressure.
out.
Wilson is going to be
Yeah!
Chase Young.
How about Montez and Chase? Both of them.
Payne is still in the game too.
Oh, he did come back?
Allen's
Look
not
at
there. Is
this.
that Payne? It looks
Oh
like
my
Payne over there.
God.
Russell Wilson in shotgun looks to
Yeah,
pass
that's Payne.
and just
What a pain in
a
the-
straight bull rush by Chase and Montez Sweat around the corner. Those two meeting at Russell Wilson. And Montez Sweat is talking to his man Chase Young.
Yes.
It's 2 years removed from when those two
How about a
talked
a
about
sack and
how
a
they
half?
were going to break the record there. Broncos do take a timeout, 153, and it's
Awesome.
4th and 15.
They
The
should kick it.
kicker
Oh,
is
yeah.
out. Will Lutz is
smart.
out to make to attempt the kick here for Denver.
Okay, now let's look forward. He's going to make this. Will Lutz is a
32
good
yarder.
kicker.
Okay.
It's a chip shot. This is an extra point, right? Extra
This
point.
one is up.
32
This
yards.
one is through the uprights here.
Do they onside kick it?
You
Yes.
have
That's the question.
Yes.
you have
Because
to.
they only have 2 timeouts.
You only have 2 timeouts, and
Well, you kick
so-
it deep. I don't know. I might kick it deep. You still got 2 timeouts.
I
right?
think
First
he's gonna
down.
come outside.
I got to do the math here.
25.
Don't they go 40, 40, 40? So that would be 120, but you got 2 timeouts. So it's only 40 seconds that you use,
Yeah.
plus the
Give you a
length
minute.
of the play.
It'll be onside.
They could get a minute. They'd have more than a minute.
I bet you $1 it's going to be an onside.
No, I'm
think
with
they
the owner.
have.
I think he kick
Yeah.
it deep.
If they had that 3rd timeout, then they definitely kick it deep. But at first down, it takes 5 seconds. That's 1:45. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd down
Do you
takes
think
5
Washington
seconds.
will prepare for the onside kick here?
That's
And it does look like they
35.
do have their hands team up front. Several
Yeah,
wide
they have
receivers
to onside it.
have to.
I'll take that $1. Thank
You're
you.
right. Yep.
EP is 2-0 today.
There's the onside
See?
kick.
That's
and then
that.
get a big
Oh,
bounce.
shit.
Washington gets on top
Yes.
of it, though. Chris Rodriguez
good.
able to secure that.
That was a nice bounce for them.
It-
That was a
it-
nice onside kick.
That was there
was
was some
nice.
worry there
That was
as
a silly one.
Washington allows that to bounce by them. So
If that
big
dude had-
timeout here.
If that dude had gone for the ball, number one, I guess he kind of did.
Yeah,
he knocked it out. That was a right
Dotson
play.
was going to get that, so he has to knock it away from Dotson.
Yep, nice play.
And good thing Chris Rodriguez was right there.
Nice.
Mm.
Nice job, Rook.
Yeah.
The rookie receiving it 1 second taken off. It's 149 here.
All
And
right,
Washington
Smart.
still has things spread out a little bit.
run the ball.
Got to hand it off to Brian
Run,
Robinson,
run,
who
run, run.
just
No.
takes a couple
Right.
steps forward. We know that this is going to be a timeout.
Yep. So it's 2nd down. Now they only got 1 timeout left.
144 left to go in the game. Washington is up a touchdown. They're
So
showing highlights from the first quarter and a half because that's all Denver has been able to do pretty much all game. They had 21 points after about 10 or what would say 20 minutes of play.
yeah, about that. About
Yep.
almost
And
halfway
have
through
had
the second.
6 points since then.
Yep. I kind of called that when they got their first touchdown.
Actually,
I was like,
20 with under 2 minutes left, they were trailing 21 and a half. So this
Oh.
one's going to be a big tackle for a loss. And
all
Denver
right, so last timeout.
timeout.
141. So if the play takes about 3 seconds, that's 138. They go 40 seconds. So now you're under a minute.
Mhm.
You call timeout. At about 58, 59, Washington will call timeout, and then they'll have to punt the ball. And Denver is going to get it with about 50 seconds left. No timeouts. They'll have to go about 80 yards.
We're good, Kevin. Kevin asking if we want to trade for Russ. I think we're
Thanks,
good.
Phil. Appreciate
We're
it.
good.
You can keep them.
Thanks, Vanilla.
You asked me that 2 years ago, which you did.
We
Yeah,
really,
2
yeah.
years ago. I would
We,
have done.
we have a whole big video up there with Russell Wilson to DC.
So they're going to have to go. Denver's going to have to go probably at least 80 yards
We need a
with
first
less
down.
than a minute, no timeouts, and get a 2-point conversion.
We need a first down.
Yeah, they're not going to get one.
2011
We
was
need
the
a first
last
down.
2 in our
We do
start.
need one.
Cole Turner in.
Just
to
hand it
block
off.
for Brian Robinson. It is going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who just pushes forward for a couple of yards.
36.
And I
135.
like the
There's
slow
the
patience running. It is going to be under a minute by the time Washington should take a timeout.
Yep, they'll take a timeout with about 56 seconds. Then, like I said, the punt will take about 6 seconds. So 50 seconds and no timeouts. Probably have to go about 80 yards.
And Washington has a weapon as a punter. Tress Way could pin them right about the 5-yard line if he chooses to.
Let's hope so. Either way,
I'll take
you
Yeah,
go.
Ron Rivera, wait until all the way to the end there. I'll go ahead and push that timeout onto the clock here. 56
Still never-
seconds.
This is just like last week when Arizona got the ball back with not much time, a lot less time, but still.
Why is our games always so nerve-wracking?
No, right?
We never get an easy, like, oh, we're 50 ahead.
Let's give a big shout out here to EP for joining us on
He's been his out.
big time
EP is
here.
out.
Mims Jr. is going to be back to receive this one. He's backed all the way up. Pro Bowler Jeremy Reeves in there on the special teams unit. Tress Way.
Come on, geez, man.
Cheese gets the spun away. Tress or gets the snap away. Tress Way gets the punt. This one's deep. Fair caught right about the 12.5-yard line. Maybe they'll give it to him at the 13-yard line.
48 seconds. They got to go 88 yards, 87 yards
Get an interception. Call it a
in
day.
48 seconds with no timeouts. And if they somehow do that, they've got to get the 2-point conversion as well, just to tie it. So here we go.
He bringing up
All
the
the Denver
missed
fans.
field goal by Sly earlier. Now,
All the-
as Stoner mentioned, the 2-point they need a 2-point conversion here. 48 seconds. Let's get the sound going as we get a jump. We
Take
get
it
a jump. This is going backwards. McGlinchey jumping
Yeah,
off
he did.
sides for Denver.
Now they got to go 93 yards, 92 yards.
This time, Chase Young is the one quick to point out, like,
I
no,
know.
no. You called me for that. All right, let's get the clapping going again here. 1st and 15. Russ is going to put P. Ryan out on the line. Russ is back in his end zone.
Get him.
He's looking to pass. He gets this one away. Sutton
All right.
able to get out of bounds, but not a first down. 42 seconds on the clock.
But he did get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Mm-hmm. Second
However-
and 3.
They only got 12 yards on that. So they still got 81 yards to go. I'm doing the math, baby. I like math.
Tim's a big boy now.
Sam, 300 yards, by the way.
All right.
And I gotta
Russell
go
Wilson in shotgun. He's got Samaje P. Ryan back there with him. Russell Wilson
Yeah!
moving up in the
I
pocket,
thought he
avoiding
was
the
at
sack.
him.
Gets this one away on the outside, but
And
it's
he missed
dropped.
it. Woo.
3rd and 3. 35
Baby
seconds.
Jesus.
The coverage
So
has
well.
been outstanding. Russell Wilson not able to find a quick pass and has to hold on the ball, just taking time and time and time off the clock.
Hey, before everybody kind of disperses and everything after the game, we will have an instant reaction video coming as soon as this game is done and we record it and blah, blah, blah. So in about an hour after the game ends, you're going to want to check that out. That's for show.
Here we go. In shotgun, Russell Wilson, 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Montez
Come
Sweat
on.
pushing
Don't
him out
let
of the
him get
pocket.
it.
Russell
Don't let him
Wilson
get it.
moving
Get him.
around. Russell Wilson passes this one away. Kendall Fuller in coverage on Jerry Jeudy, bringing up 4th down. No flag. 4th down. Here we go. 28 seconds. Ball game is right here.
God, let it be, please.
Still a
the
lot
Commanders.
of Commanders fans there as EP's talking about it.
Thanks.
Look, there's even one right there.
Yeah.
He just
Denver fans have been vacating. They don't believe in Russell Wilson. 28 seconds, 4th and 3.
down.
All at about the 20-yard line here.
sack him and call it a
JP
day.
Ryan moves up to the line.
Cody Barton blitz.
Sack him. Get
There
him.
is a
Nope.
blitz.
Get him.
Russell
Get
Wilson
him.
is going to run
God
this one in
dang
the
it.
center.
Keep him in bounds.
To the outside and
He's
Cam
inbound.
tackle
He's
him.
inbound.
Inbound.
Keep that clock going. Keep that clock going. Keep that clock
15
going.
seconds. 11 seconds. 10 seconds. Ball is snapped and
9
spiked.
seconds.
1st down, 9
Oh,
seconds.
God.
Russell Wilson was able to run to the 34-yard line, but Cam Curl
Nice play.
tackling him inbound. Russell Wilson was trying to extend to the outside, unable to get there. Great job by Cam Curl.
Was that
That
about
ate
10 or
up
12 seconds?
way too much time for Denver here. 9 seconds left between Washington victory here, starting 2-0 since the first time since 2011.
Not yet.
Washington looking to bring
Hey.
5.
Oh, I thought he moved.
Russell Wilson back
Get
to
him.
pass, does get this one away.
He's out.
This
Wow.
He's
one
out.
looks like Sutton.
He was out.
They're going to say it's a catch
What?
out of bounds with 3
Oh, okay.
seconds to go.
All right, Hail Mary time.
They're saying that he caught that?
Emmanuel Forbes in coverage. And
One. No.
No.
Left foot down, right foot was not
No.
down. Go to
Count that.
review.
they're going to
Go
review
to
this.
review. Watch.
Ball caught right here.
One.
That's a 10-toe challenge, guys. I'm pretty
No.
that's in.
I call bull crap.
I call bull crap.
One.
I'm with.
Right there.
That's when he
One
caught it.
and-
No, he didn't have the
Oh,
ball.
he's out. He's,
He's
out.
out.
He
He's
is
out.
out.
All right. EP and Stoner.
He's been right all day.
You get me
She
angry.
has been. EP's been
Yes.
right all day.
I'm gonna be
I'm
3
Angel
right.
GP.
Bro is out. TJ, no catch. Great Watubi, no catch. Yellow Boy, Virginia,
catches
good
right
He's
here.
game.
got it right
One
now.
and
Yeah.
out. He's
Out.
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 I'm gonna be 3-0 right now.
They're going to give him the first down.
Whoa.
What?
All
Are we
right.
not even-
First and
Right.
10, 3
That's
seconds here.
bull crap.
Washington
flea
has
flicker
their
it?
4 people up here.
He's gonna Hail Mary that sucker.
Oh, he's got it. This is the last play of the game. Chase
Take
Young
him
being
down.
double
Take him
teamed.
down.
Here we
Take
go.
him down.
Cody Barton jumping up. This ball is
Oh
in
God,
the
please
air.
no.
This ball
Catch
is going
it.
to be caught by
No.
Denver.
Oh my God. I don't believe that just happened. That did not just happen.
We've got an untimed down. There's no time on the clock.
No freaking way.
Touchdown by Brandon Johnson. He's dropped 2 passes this game. A 2-point conversion coming up here as Washington unable to just Cam Curl bounces this one up in the air and Brandon Johnson catches it.
That's unbelievable. That just happened.
Oh
I
my
can't believe that
goodness.
happened.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna throw up.
Here it is, folks.
By the
All
way,
that's stopping us between this and overtime right here, this
If-
2-point conversion.
if that wasn't a catch, if they'd reviewed it, he couldn't have thrown it that far. I'm
Exactly.
talking about 10 plus yards backwards.
Mhm.
And how did Cody Barton not get that, by the way? He was a nice jump.
Cody Barton in the face of Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Russell Wilson
I
started
can't
under
look.
center, backed up. Samaje Perine on his right-hand side. Jerry Jeudy in the center of the field. Russell Wilson going to get this one away. This one is batted away. There is
Incomplete. Incomplete.
no
Looking for
flag.
flags. No flags. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game.
Locking it up. Lock it up, folks. We're locking up the W.
Ball game.
10.
This is a game that he deserved.
First time.
Ball game.
11. Ball game.
Woo! My heart.
call the penalty, right? I don't know. That looks good to me.
Oh, man. That was a heart attack waiting to happen. Oh, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in today here on Ref the District. Stoner mentioned it. We're going to do a recorded and push it out here as soon as it's done. An instant reaction on this game. Washington coming away victorious. In fact, I need to make sure it's on the clock for us all. This is, in fact, the final.
Oh,
And sorry, yeah, I missed the touchdown there because it just happened all so quickly. 35-33, Washington winning away in Denver. We're 2-0. We're 17-0 until we find out otherwise.
2-0, baby. And NFC all won this week. NFC East all won this week, so you can't do the graphic.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man.
I'm going to change it. I'm not going to change it. I like the not you. But we're Ref the District. I'm Nathan Perry. Stoner here with me. EP in the house. We appreciate her joining us as always. A lot of fun here. We appreciate you joining us. Be sure to check out our instant reaction right as soon as it gets loaded here. But until next time,
Dub!
be a fan.